Hello, 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 chat room. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you're having an excellent Wednesday. And for those of you who are in the US, hope you're ready for a great Thanksgiving. Because that's the thing you do. Those of you who do commemorate that, I know a fair few other people commemorate that in other times, or don't commemorate that at all. Like me, I'm from Brazil. We don't really do that. Unless you're like one of those people who really like pretend that they're American and then they sometimes do Thanksgiving down here because they're like pretending they're American. It's kind of weird. Jester, how many people are you going to give subs to? Oh my god, thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Before we begin, the usual disclaimer. Hi, hello. Today's session 0 may contain adult behavior, humor, or situations not meant for... situations probably not, but anyways, not meant for audiences. If anything makes you feel uncomfortable, for you to step away until it is over, and then... yeah. I don't think that's going to happen very much in the session 0. We're just going to talk. So if that happens, that would be weird, but better safe than sorry, so I'm putting the disclaimer anyways. I will be later be uploading the VOD to YouTube along with credits to the one music that I'm using right here, as well as any content warnings if necessary. I'll put them up. That's how I always do it. Hi, welcome. Is this a D&D universe of Project Moon, or is this in the setting of a SCP facility? It's Pathfinder in a setting that is very much inspired by Project Moon. It's not like exactly like Project Moon, because then there's I don't like copying the settings exactly as they are, because it restrains my creativity a little bit, right? So, but we'll cover that when I get into it. It's a setting that is very much clearly inspired by Project Moon, but not exactly a carbon copy of it. I'm blanking this. It's fine. It's Pathfinder 2E. All right. Are we Greek? Yes, we are Greek in this setting. Well, for the most part. But yeah. Oh, let me go ahead and check on the players to see if everyone is here. Everyone is here. Oh my... one moment. Let me switch the scene over. Hi.
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 Hello.
Hello. How's everybody doing today? Are you doing good?
I'm doing pretty good.
I'm doing fine.
Okay.
I'm
Let me double check a few things. Can everyone hear me okay? And can you see the screen, like my screen share okay? I don't think I did this last time, so... yeah, I'm streaming to like 2 places at once, so I'm always scared that like something's going to explode. But it hasn't so far, which is badass.
You're fine.
No, stress. I will, however, raise some people's volumes. Well, Palu, you were very quiet on my side for some reason.
I can turn my volume up.
No. It's okay. It's okay. Keep it on your thing. It's better if I raise it on my side, I think, because and I adjust it later.
The standard is most people just crank me straight to 200.
Got it.
Yeah, you
I'm
are
cranking you up every time you speak.
Yeah, you are very
Just
soft-spoken, Fog.
No. 150. 150 is pretty good. I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Faye, hi. Faye, are you there?
Goodbye, Faye.
I thought I heard her voice, but then she sounded quite quiet. I'm gonna crank her up anyway.
Faye.
If she comes back and explodes my ears, it's fine.
I miss Faye.
All right. Hi. Hello, everyone, and welcome to session 0 of Rapture For Sale. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Hold on. I forgot that I have the little marker thing on, so I need to do the scroll wheel to do. Logo slowly fades in.
Oh god, that's a laser pointer.
Yeah, it is a laser pointer. Yeah, I can come in here. I could go like hi.
Oh my god, hi.
Bro's got the Kim Ji Hoon.
Yeah, I got the Kim Ji. I didn't even think about that.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh
Oh my
no.
god.
We're honoring the fact that this is very Limbus inspired by also making it as crusty in that sense as well. So we're We're just keeping the...
Who up for like 4 in the morning live stream of Fucko testing out his computer?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna close the slideshow. I'm gonna start playing Mirror Dungeon like while I'm doing like the sessions. But yeah.
How else are you supposed to end it?
Yeah. Oh. I am incredibly nervous, so apologies if I waffle a little bit. It's always kind of stressful when you have to do that stuff. Because then it's like, oh, I'm hanging out in here with a bunch of cool people, some of which I never got to be in a call with before, so it's always kind of overwhelming a little bit.
Have you not been on a call with me before?
I think we did, but it was very shortly.
I think it was in Boxman's, I think. Yeah,
you were talking about like...
You've been close enough to a call with me.
Well, I played Peak with you a bunch of times. It's different.
Close enough.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever been in a call with Faye, and I don't think I've ever been in a call with Opalu.
Nope.
Yeah. Thank you so much for, accepting to come and play with us.
Of course.
So we've kind of been in a call, like, you've been in my chat, and we've talked about Pathfinder, like, during a stream. But I think this is the first time we've actually, like, been in a dedicated call together.
That's true. And I definitely need to crank your volume up. There we go.
200.
All right. So,
yeah, sorry, I tend to have like a loud speaking voice, so like I usually keep my gain pretty low so it's not blowing out the mic.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, welcome to session 0 of Rapture For Sale, which is going to be the campaign y'all are going to be playing on. As I mentioned and explained before, session 0 is meant to be more of a general like hangout thing where we kind of get to know each other and throw in like ideas that we have for characters, and I explain to you what the setting is going to be about, that sort of stuff, right?
Okay. May I interrupt you for one quick second? One quick question.
Sure.
Okay. Is the Rapture For Sale in question the end times, or is this selling the concept of happiness for sale?
The end times. There's some time before that.
Is this
Maybe.
a Bioshock reference?
No, it's not a Bioshock reference.
Oh boy, here we go with this
Sorry,
again.
I have to. Whenever people ask genuine questions, I have to ask the worst possible outcome of that.
It's okay.
You can buy the Rapture in like 10 to 15 business years or something, but maybe like.
So it's funny because there is a big lighthouse in like the setting, and yeah, there is Rapture in the name, but I didn't even think of Bioshock when I was doing all this. It's pure coincidence. So, but you were the second person to ask, is this a Bioshock reference? And now it is dealing with psychic damage. But yeah. So, let's... Sorry. I slapped my own face, so I locked the fuck in. Alright. Rapture Sale, session 0. So, slideshow that I finished at 4 a.m. so I could discuss stuff with you all and, have a little bit of a visual aid to all I'm going to be doing, because otherwise I'm going to be even more nervous than I already am.
You got some bloody handprints on there. You might want to clean that off.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
No, it's
Listen.
fine. It's there for the aesthetic.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
horror movie pitch templates that I got off Google.
Man, someone put their hands in the fucking fake blood and stained the screen. Damn.
Another case of ketchup hands.
So,
Many such
table of
cases.
contents, really quickly. I'm going to talk... Oh, sorry, were you going to say something?
No.
Oh, okay. So, table of contents, really quickly. I'm going to talk a little bit about who I am. So, for those who are new here, there's been a fair few new people, so, important. And then I'm going to give some time so all of you can introduce yourselves as well. And then we're going to get talking into, tabletop stuff. So first, hi, hello. I'm the Coffin. Nice to meet you. I'm a VTuber on Sundays and and on one other day, which is usually whenever I'm doing TTRPGs. I am a forever DM. I'm always hosting stuff and trying to make cool games. Always make a lot of settings. I've been DMing for a bunch of different systems for forever now, but I only recently started actually streaming it. We started with Deeper and Deeper last year, which was a very successful campaign, I'd say, that we finished and was awesome. We had a great time.
We started streaming.
Hmm?
A year's a long time.
A year is a long time. But, you know, it was the first time I did like a campaign that I actually streamed on Twitch. So the start of it was a bit rocky as I was still like learning how to do a few things on stream. But now I'd say I kind of know what I'm doing. You know, for the most part. I'm a game dev. I'm also, you know, developing games on my own time. Several of them. None of them are finished just yet. Give me time. Listen, that takes time. I draw things. If you know the other name by which I draw things and other profiles by which I draw things, no, you don't. It's okay. It's one of those things that I treat as a known secret. We talk about it on stream now and then, but we don't directly talk about anything specific. Thumbs up. As evidenced by this YouTube comment that we got in the session 0 of the first campaign, which was, I love this comment so much. I love this comment so much. It's beautiful. And yeah, hey, if you decide to come and hang out with me when I'm doing my other streams, I play a lot of weird indie games or retro games for the most part. And I stream like on Sundays. It's sort of my day off. So I monetize my day off by turning into a stream because I'm a workaholic. Thumbs up.
Grind set.
All right. But enough about me. I'm not the cool person here. The cool people are the older ones in here. So, how about we go in alphabetical order, which is the order that I put folks in here from top left to bottom, or well, middle, bottom. You get what I mean. Faye. Introduce yourself. Who are you?
Oh, good.
Faye, are you saying anything? I cannot hear you.
Oh, hi,
lighting
cool.
up, but it's
I love when this happens. Hello.
Yeah, you're right. I just saw like the Fugi like moving and talking. It's like, yeah, she do be yapping. I ain't hearing any of it. So what is happening?
Hello, I'm a hobbyist artist and VTuber. My name is Faye Blackwell VT. I like to draw, but also I get very burnt out on it very easily. So like I haven't drawn anything in a few months, and I feel really bad about it.
Mood.
I am actually very experienced with tabletop RPGs. I'm very excited to. I'm very familiar with the concepts that Nico has used to homebrew, so I'm very excited to see what's going on here.
Badass. Up next, Mr. Fog Pile, the box full of spiders.
Yes, hello. My name is Fog. I am a twink full of spiders from Australia. Good to see you. And I am a similar to Faye. I occasionally do art as a hobby. I also enjoy retro games similar to you, Nico. I have a whole bunch of experience with D&D 3.5 5th edition and 1st edition Pathfinder. This is going to be my first time playing PF2E, and I have wanted to for a long time. So I'm really excited about all this. And I'm really excited to meet you guys as well. I look forward to playing with you guys.
Can you just super max out the audio input of the PCs? That's what I'm doing right now, actually.
Actually, Nico, it could also maybe be that in OBS you might have toned down your Discord audio. That might be it.
Maybe.
I know that I do that normally.
So
Perhaps.
I will say, as someone who's very recently gone like all in on Pathfinder 2E, it's very fun, and I think you're really gonna enjoy yourself.
Yeah. I like I've put things together like just by like going through the book, and I'm like, like things have started clicking lately.
Slowly but surely learning through bouncing ideas off other people.
Yes.
And reading.
Hold on. I'm doing some live voice equalizing right now. Just for reference, Faye, I set Discord's volume to maximum, and then I set your volume to maximum, and you're still kind of quiet.
Hold on, testing. Tell me when to stop. How is
Still
this?
Still good. Keep going.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that is maxed out.
Okay, a little bit less, but that's much better.
Yep.
Okay, cool. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. It's better if you're like super loud and I have to lower you than you being like so quiet and I have everything at max and I still can hear you. Alright. Sorry about that.
All good.
Palu, sorry that we had to deal with tech audio issues. But hi, you're up next.
Hey, it happens. Hopefully I sound good. Hi.
You sound alright.
Sound perfect.
Nice. Good. Hello. I am Opalu, VA. The VA obviously stands for Virginia. Separately, I do voice acting professionally. I know. So cool. I'm a big fan of Project Moon, and I'm scared, like, consistently, of everything. But I'm
Why
also...
are you scared?
Happens.
Oh, okay.
I'm very excited to be here. Thank you for having me. I should name one fun fact about myself, shouldn't I?
If you want.
My one fun fact is that only recently have I learned water really is the best drink.
Water is pretty good.
important.
You don't even realize it. People are out here not drinking enough water. I'm like, I don't know. When you get really dehydrated, you start
Do that, by the way. You should probably do that.
you start realizing, like, when you get really dehydrated, you realize, like, oh damn, actually water's so good.
Yeah. Audible glugging from Fog in the background as he like realizes that as well.
God.
Hydrate now.
Yeah. Hydrate now. You
It's
too,
time to
chat.
drink
You should
water.
hydrate yourself now.
You should hydrate yourself now. Perfect.
You should absolutely hydrate yourself, I say, sipping on a strawberry lemonade.
Hey, I mean, that also counts. That hydrates you a little bit. You know? Alright. Up next. Olivia.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm not a streamer. I don't got socials. You don't know me. Hi. I'm
You
Olivia
say that, but a lot of
Faraway
people
Kingdom.
actually knew who you were. You're famous.
Yeah. That's because I pinged my entire server, and I see all of you.
I mean, hey, if it works, you know? But no, even before, like, you told people about, you summoned your server over to here, there were a few people in my chat who actually knew who you were.
That's
I vaguely
surprising.
know of you entirely through Nico's.
I'm the purple hair woman.
You know.
I'm the purple haired
Yeah.
woman.
Mhm.
Hi. I commission lots of artists for things. I am also with Opalu here. I'm bringing up the big, like, Project Moon guns. I've been there from the beginning.
I'm the
my-
I'm
Wait. There's
You're the
three of
only
us
person
in
who
here? What the fuck?
Come on now.
You're the only person who mentioned it. That's it. I run tabletop games professionally. I'm typically on the other side of the pond where you guys do your fancy stuff with swords and stuff. I typically do big mech suits with swords and stuff. Because I GM a ton of Lancer. But it'll be nice to get back in the fantasy saddle. Haha. Horses are a thing that people in the past would ride for transportation.
I mean, it's not
Let me
really...
interest you in a car.
Yeah. Because the setting is Project Moon inspired, so not going to be that much... There is a bit fantasy still, but, you know, not going to be...
Just you wait till you hear about my character before you offer me a car.
Mm-hmm. No, I've told you already. You've told me about your character idea, and
Yeah,
we've
no,
talked
I
about
know.
that, and I'm like, okay.
I think
Yeah.
a car will
I'm
still be
being
offered
coy.
at some point.
I'm being coy. I'll ride in your little fake horsepower automobile.
Hmm.
I just don't know where they fit all the horses in there. My
They're really
icebreaker
small
fun fact-
horses. They're like under the front hood.
Yeah, I mean,
look
it's
really closely with a
horsepowered.
magnifying glass. You'll see, like, I don't know, 400 of them on treadmills or something.
400
My
small
icebreaker
horses
fun
running for their
fact.
lives.
Flintstone the car. You know you want to.
All right.
My icebreaker fun fact is that
Huh.
I am the only person that I know that enjoys the idea of just peanut butter and jelly wings. They're really good.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah,
That,
dude.
I
You'll
think
get it.
that is
You'll
your fun
understand.
fact. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's a pretty good fun fact. And last but not least, I think everybody knows who the last person is. Let's move on. I'm kidding. Hey, Sin.
Hi, I'm Sin, also known as Sinful Shapeshifter. I stream sometimes. You might also know me as the fucko who played Aloe, the funny android in the prior campaign. You know, the one with, like, the gun and the other gun and, like, the third fucking gunslingers.
Mm-hmm.
A staple of this channel. Yeah, make sure to never mimic check. It's like rude. And I'm fairly used to playing both Pathfinder, and I'm also fairly familiar with Project Moon and their setting. As in, I know I've played.
Nico, did you
since
just
that
shove
launch.
5 Project Moon nerds into a group chat just to see what would happen?
Maybe.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, many such cases.
I want to eat Gregor.
Based.
Handshake.
I'm gonna be so real. I'm looking forward to fucking Spring Cultivation rerun because I need to see that Gregor scene voiced and have my heart broken into a million pieces.
But yeah, I also do art sometimes. You may recognize a few of the emotes on the on the channel, which I don't think they're like Twitch emotes, but they're better Twitch TV or 7TV ones. I did a few of those. It's great. They're there. It's like, and then like, you know, most of them are also not done by me.
All right. Very good. Yeah. Okay. So,
Specifically.
oh, fun fact. Give me since Apollo started with that one, Sin, give us a fun fact about yourself. I stare at you expectantly. Go on.
Oh god, oh fuck.
Oh, no. I actually have a fun
The
fact if I can
expectation.
give one for Sin.
Yeah, go for it.
This mimic is very easily grispable.
Bro,
Crispy.
can attest to that.
Why am I supposed to tell people that? That's like a secret. You can't just be sharing that.
You can grab her and shake her around and she makes like rubber duck noises.
Funny squeaky noises.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Anyway, post Aloe Vision acquired several times.
What? Why did you all start
those-
doing that over in the Discord
those-
server? I joined in on it. I was
I don't
like,
know.
how did this happen?
Man,
I'm gonna be real. I don't even know. I just did it because of peer pressure.
the fun fact is those 5 emotes right there in Twitch chat. Those 5. I drew all of those.
That's badass.
Most of them on a
Nice.
whim. This
Okay.
won't happen again, probably.
Okay. Because Faye and Fog did not get to also do the fun fact thing because that started after them. Faye, let's go. Fun fact about you. Your turn.
The fun fact about me is
Yeah.
that I was very much a mythology nerd and very much like into researching religions and stuff. So it's absolutely no shocker that I fell really fucking hard into Project Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Fog, you next. Fun fact about you.
I can put my foot behind my head.
Oh.
Holy shit.
I used to
My
be able to
fuck-ass
do that
fact
as well.
being about water, I swear. I just said I really like water. Me
Mine
with
was
my
also
water
fruit
bottle
themed.
themed birthday party.
You started a trend. We gotta keep it going, you know.
Okay,
Everyone
okay,
thinks
so
for
like,
me.
yeah, like I don't know, fucking. I found
I mean,
out
the
by
foot
accident the
behind
other
the head
day that
thing
I
is pretty
technically
good.
hold a glitchless speedrun world record.
That's also pretty badass.
I don't even know how it happened. I was literally just grinding rings for the Chow Garden and happened to get a Mad Space record.
Right.
Anyway, I really like Sonic Adventure 2.
I like water.
True.
You know what? I also like water.
Shoutouts to all my water.
I'm trying to
Wait
think.
until we
Shout
start
out
a
to the Hydro
campaign and-
homies in chat.
Can't wait until we start a campaign and Opalu shows our character off and it's just like a guy with like a bottle of water for a head.
Just a water elemental. When is water?
Alright. So, hey, let's talk about the world that you guys are going to be playing in for a little bit today. Well, not you bring a not that you're going to be playing in for a little bit, but let's talk about it for a little bit, is what you get what I mean. Anyways, so the name of the setting is Fear Itself, or Nothing to Fear But Fear Itself. You saw that on the logo. Very long name, yes, I know. The shorter name for the world itself is Gaia. It is very heavily inspired by Project Moon. All three games, Lobotomy Corporation, Library of Ruina, and Limbus Company. But, just so I don't make it a carbon copy of, the setting, because I don't like doing that. I like having my own freedom to do my own silly little things in the setting. I then took my own inspirations from both SCP, which was, one of the original inspirations for Lobotomy Corporation, and also Greek myth, which is one of the many inspirations that Limbus Company is using. But instead of going for the Limbus approach of having like a bunch of different mythologies and stories and kind of like smashing them all together, and then you have Don Quixote as this little blonde woman, I focused full throttle into Greek mythology. So, most of the characters that you will find will be references to Greek myth or Greek adjacent stories. The setting itself even happens exactly in the place where Greece is, right? Geologically. Except it's scaled up, right? So while real Greece, you can go from like one side of it to the other one in like, I don't know, like a day on an airplane, right? In this one, doing that would take at least a week on an airplane, So everything's
Big
scaled
Greece,
up.
Understandable.
Yeah. Should refrain from flooding the player chat with 10,000 Dauntism gifts. No, you can do it. Beach volleyball. Yes, exactly. So, one of the big things about this setting, okay, is that it is set in modern-ish times. What do I mean by modern-ish? It is... the level of technology is similar to what we have nowadays in our reality, but it is far behind in some aspects and very far ahead in some others. This is because the people of this setting have access to something called Phobos Tech. Phobos Tech is technology or items that are extracted out of Phobos. You may be asking, Nico, what the fuck is a Phobos? Well, a Phobos is what happens when a person goes through a very, very stressful situation and does a little distortion as a treat. They become a Phobos, which is, bluntly put, like a physical manifestation of whatever is their phobia. And
You could perhaps say that it's a little abnormal.
a little abnormal, yes.
It's a robot that moves to burger employees. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. That too, yes.
It's fucked up.
But, so, the thing with those is that Phobos are functionally immortal. In the fact that once a person turns into a Phobos, they can no longer really die. Instead, what happens when they would die is that they turn into like an egg shape, and they become suppressed in that shape for a few days. And after those few days are over, they respawn, but they have no memories of what was going on before that. And while they're in that egg shape, items, technological items can be, or other magical items can be extracted out of that egg. And through that little special feature of how Phobos are, this version of Greece has basically skyrocketed itself technologically by several hundreds of years, if not thousands. The entire nation is controlled by several corporations, which are each named after one of the 13 Olympians. So you have Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, Hermes. You get the idea. Any questions before we move on?
Nah, I'm
I
good.
think I'm good.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'm good.
But man, you talk about how it's all about Greek myth. Wait until people figure out what a hecaton kyrie is.
That actually was in
How's that?
campaign 1. So,
Oh no.
yeah. So, now a little bit about your campaign. Your campaign, Rapture for Sale, will be situated in the city of Sale. Though it is pronounced Sali. Sali was the name of an ancient Greek city, which is today in Western Thrace under the name of Alexandropolis. Anyways, it's a town in the outskirts of the known world. It's currently under the ownership of Artemis. How does Artemis, you maybe think, oh, Artemis is like the goddess of hunt, what is she doing owning a town? In this setting, what Artemis does is that they recruit ex-convicts and refugees from the other corporations, or people that generally none of the other corporations want anymore, and they say, hey, we're gonna give you this little territory in fuckhole nowhere, and if you can settle in here and successfully set up a functioning city, we will sell you and everything, you as a person, as an employee, and we're going to sell the entire city that you built to one of the other corporations. And once you get bought, all your crimes are forgiven, and you get to join the rest of society again.
So it's Greek Australia.
Do you know, this is
Found
actually
city,
a lot...
so we can buy the city.
This is actually a lot more lighthearted than I thought it was going to be, because as soon as you mentioned the fact that she's the huntress, my mind immediately went to so she's going to hunt us for sport.
Artemis is a
hunt your
company,
wallet.
so they wouldn't hunt people for sport. There's no money in that.
Of all things considered, Artemis as a company is probably the most laid-back company that I'm vaguely aware of in the setting.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't really care what you do. If you can make them a city that they can sell to someone, they're like, thumbs up.
Yep.
Nico, I'm not judging your writing here at all. All I'm saying is that I could actually write that. It's a very profitable way to hunt people for sport.
I know. I'm saying in general terms, you know?
Oh, no, yeah, I get you.
You gotta think of the long-term
This is absolutely not a
profits.
criticism of the setting at all. I'm just saying, wow, that's quitter talk. I could sell tickets to hunt people for sport.
Okay. Based, but let's move on.
Yes, let's move on.
Here's the thing with Sali. Sali has recently been dealing with an abnormally high number of distortion cases of people turning into phobos, with seemingly no sensible explanation behind it, because usually that only happens when people get really, really stressed, which usually doesn't happen before the place even gets bought by a proper company.
They haven't even got sold into corporate city hellscape yet.
Yeah.
It's already happening. What the fuck? They can't be this stressed that quickly.
So, to figure out what's going on in there, your party will be working undercover for Hera. Hera, in the setting, is sort of like the stand-in for those of you familiar with Olympus Company. It is sort of the stand-in for the head.
Hi.
So
Welcome to
you
the
are...
feds.
Sorry?
Welcome to working for the feds, basically.
Yes, you're basically the feds. So you don't necessarily own any territories yourself, but you are sort of the ones who oversee and look over all the other corporations and slap them when they do things that they shouldn't. But also sometimes, do things that favor the corporation when that is what would favor the status quo. Did they hire some sort of distortion detectives? I stare at you. Yes. So yeah. You will be... However, here's the problem, right? If they were to send the feds into the fully equipped into this town that's about to be sold, that would not look good for prospective buyers. So, you will be going undercover as surveyors working for Artemis. Only a few very select people will be even aware of your real identity or your real purpose in Solly. And for everyone else, you'll have to be subtle and, do a little bit of talking around and detective work.
So we're pulling a beaner.
Pulling a who?
Pulling a beaner.
Oh.
Oh, weird cough.
Sort of. Bina is a little bit more,
Whenever the fucking arbiter gets sent somewhere, they're very obvious.
Yeah. Whenever Bina shows up, is like, oh my god, as an arbiter, we're all gonna die.
Someone fucked up. Bad.
Mm-hmm. So in this case,
Don't
it's
worry,
more
guys.
like, imagine if, like, they sent in Bina, but she's dressed up as, like, a McDonald's employee to, like, keep things under wraps,
I need to see Beaner in a McDonald's cap now.
Don't worry, lads. I have a ton of experience playing Delta Green. I'll be fantastic at being subtle and making sure that no
Oh my
one
god, there is
knows
actually fan out of
who
Beaner
I'm
working
involved.
at McDonald's. My life is now complete.
I'm shocked that is a thing. Yeah, isn't Delta Green the one where, like, a lot of the
It's
campaigns end up with everyone just, like, exploding everything?
Well, if you're bad at Delta Green,
Hmm.
Delta Green is Call of Cthulhu, but you're playing as the feds.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a close approach. So, so Hera, also known as the Sword of Damocles, is the feds, right? Which will be who all of your characters will be working for. So, you, while you're working for Hera, you can be either working as directly one of their branches, which are all inspired by the labors of Heracles, or you can be a hoplite, working for them third party. For those who are familiar with Project Moon stuff, hoplite is basically the local term for fixer. So if you want, you can also be a fixer or a hoplite working for them under a third party contract. Okay? But what were you gonna say?
I said got it. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That's okay. So, because you are undercover as these Artemis surveyors, which, like everyone else, are working there because you are ex-convicts or you got fired from your original job or you're a refugee, you have to look the part. Which means you are not going to have access to any of your cool federal equipment. Instead, you will be start each with a singular simple weapon, or maybe more if your class allows for it. Like, say, if you're playing an inventor, and you get to have, like, your own unique, funny little special weapon, then you get to start with that one, obviously. But otherwise, you only get a singular simple weapon of choice, but you will have plenty of choices to acquire new equipment while you're over there. Since we're talking about Hera a little bit, just to give you some ideas of what the branches that we got going on in here. We got some art in here that most of the art that you're going to see in here, most of this art that you're going to see in here was made by me for campaign 1. So, here are some of the Hera branches. First, we have the Lions. The Lions are Hera's tactical high-risk unit. They are known for their barrier tech and for using heavy armor. They are generally the ones that Hera sends in when they go, oh, okay, the situation here is really bad. We need someone to just go in there and beat the crap out of everything that moves in the place. So, they'll usually send in one of the Lions, or more. Then we have the Hydras. They don't have any art in here. Hydras are the trauma cleanup and the loose end solvers for Hera. So, oh, well, this place had a bunch of problems and now the entire building looks like a giant murder scene happening there. send a team of Hydras to go in there and clean stuff up, and if they find anyone in there, they then have poisons that they can use to wipe their memories. Then there's the Hinds. I didn't design the Hinds yet. So they can be... So, whenever you see the triple question marks, that means that this is a branch that I didn't design or didn't do anything yet. Didn't do anything with yet. So, hey, that's free real estate for you. If you want to play around with it and, you know, just discuss, oh, I wanted to do a character that was kind of like this, and I could go for a sort of like deer motif, and then we just make them be whatever the Hinds are. Okay. Then we have the Boars, which are right here. The Boars are the anti-terrorist or rebel unit for Hera. They are the ones who deal with, you know, rebellions or riots or any kind of situation where the main threat is just a bunch of people with not much equipment, but a lot of anger, you know? They are known for being really good at breach and clear tactics and close quarter combats. Then we have the Stables. Stables, they don't have anything designed for them yet, but they are more scientists, more so than fighters. They are Hera's research and development. I just realized, Nico, Faye, what did you just realize?
I fucking see that color you're using.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Green?
Anyways,
What about it?
any reference to how... I'm not Kinji Huma, right? It's okay, don't worry about it. I just wanted to use the green because the green is really cool. So the Stables, they create and handle most of Hera's equipment. Okay, so... any kind of equipment that like any of their branches use, it probably came from the Stables. And then we have...
a gun that breaks your wrist when you shoot it.
Yeah, like the gun that breaks your wrist when you shoot it. That showed off. That appeared in campaign 1. That was a funny little thing.
From the people who brought you the lemonade that kills you, the gun that kills you.
Yeah. Well,
really,
most guns already kills
putting
you.
an anti-tank round in a fucking pistol, but they did.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
That just sounds like HV rounds from Ghost in the Shell.
I mean, hey, it worked. It did break the character's wrist when they shot it, but you know, it worked. It did a lot of damage.
It's one person got removed
Mm-hmm.
at the cost of one
versus
wrist.
The party.
So, up next, if you're familiar with Greek myth, you would be thinking, hey, the Harpies and the Furies shouldn't be here. You're right, they shouldn't. Originally in this spot would be the Stymphalian birds and the labors of Heracles, but I didn't want to make a branch called just the birds. So, also, the original Stymphalian birds were a bit not... They would be a little bit awkward to fit into the setting because their whole thing in the original myth was that they lived in a swamp that was a swamp because their shit was so toxic that they turned that place into a swamp. I don't want to even think of how that would be adapted into, like, you know, a whole thing with, like, people, so I just didn't bother. I didn't go there. So, instead, the birds have been replaced in this setting by the Harpies / the Furies. They're responsible for overseeing VIPs to Hera.
Understandable.
Either VIPs that they care about and want to protect, or VIPs that they hate and they want to keep a watchful eye under. The Furies, specifically, are the ones responsible for keeping an eye on the VIPs that they hate. The Harpies are the ones responsible for keeping an eye on VIPs that they like.
Surely there's no notable Furies in the... Yeah, hi.
Yeah. And then we have one of the Furies. Ms. Rena was very prominent in campaign 1. Because
This one
she
woman
had
can
beef
fit
with one of the
so
player
much
characters.
spite for getting stiffed for a job opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking god.
Their big thing is that they have access to cloning technology and sonic weaponry. We don't have the shitters, we have the asses. Yeah, sure, I'll take it. I hope she makes a comeback. I stare at the screen. Anyways. And then here we have the other branches that I didn't go into. They were not relevant to campaign 1, so most of them didn't show up. The ones that did show up were the Hesperids. Here we have 2 of them. This one is going to be Sin's character in this campaign. I point directly at Sin. The Hesperids are Hera's investigation and intelligence division. They have access to psychokinetic tech. What is psychokinetic, you may ask? Well, it means that they can use their mind to either, invade your mind, or they can lift things up and throw them. The super cops. Yeah, they're sort of telekinetic super cops. All right.
Maple, after 25 years of coma and having no muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
And a new stomach.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be fine. Hey, she needs a reason to be at level 1. So, lots of things going on in this one. Here's some things that you can expect to be going on into this campaign. First, we're going to be using both Pathfinder 2E and Starfinder 2E together because both systems are compatible. So you have access to not only the Pathfinder classes, you also have access to all the Starfinder classes. And items as well will be available. And feats and everything. There's a lot of options to choose from. Don't be overwhelmed. If you ever feel like there's way too many options and you don't know what to pick, feel free to ask the rest of the party or me. I'll be happy to help. I know it's a lot. I think most people here have played a TTRPG before, right?
Correct.
Yep.
I look around nervously. Okay, cool. If you've played anything like D&D 5e, which is the thing that everyone else has played, here's the main difference between that and Pathfinder 2e. There's some others, but these are like the main things to keep in mind. First, in Pathfinder 2e, you get 3 actions which you use to do literally everything. So, in D&D, it has that whole thing of like, oh, you have a standard action and you attack with that action. And then you have a move action and you can only move with that action. And you have a bonus action, which is for the other bonus things that your character does. In Pathfinder 2, there's none of that. There's just 3 actions. You can use them for whatever you want. Okay? Some things that you can do require more than 1 action. For example, spells usually require 2 actions, but those are exceptions to the case.
If I want to specifically shoot someone in the leg, that takes 2 actions, but by God, they'll be slower afterwards.
Mm-hmm. When are you guys finally going to find that path? I'm throwing you off a cliff. Anyways, another big difference. Pathfinder and Starfinder 2e have something that we call unnatural crits and unnatural crit fails. In D&D, a critical hit is when you roll 20, and a critical fail is when you roll 1. In Pathfinder 2e, that is not the case. In Pathfinder 2e, any result that is 10 or above what you needed is a critical hit. So, if someone has an armored class of like 14, and you roll a 24 or higher, that means that you got a crit. It doesn't matter what the number on the die was. If you got 10 or more than the difficulty class you're going for, that's a crit. Okay? What does this mean? This means that AC in Pathfinder and Starfinder is not there to keep you from getting hit. It's there to keep you from getting crit. When someone attacks you, they're probably gonna hit you. But you are crossing your fingers and hoping they don't crit you, because if they crit you, they're gonna rip out a chunk of you. Alright?
Gotcha.
Don't forget to mention that nat crits and attribute is also true, yes, but I'm gonna get into that. That's a minutiae that we can get into later. Another big difference is there's a much bigger focus on feats. So, in D&D, it has that whole thing of like, you pick your race, your class, and then your starting attributes, and then basically the rest of your character is already decided how they're gonna be. You don't really do too much character building. Besides that, you do get to pick feats now and then, like at certain moments, but otherwise your level ups are kind of already decided. That is not the case in Pathfinder. In Pathfinder, basically every level there is choices that you can make about how your character is going to be changing and how they're going to be developing. Two characters who pick the same race and the same class can end up with totally different builds by the end, just because they pick different feats and they can do different cool things during their turns.
It is entirely possible to have a campaign composed of everyone playing the same class, yet being distinct in how they play.
Mm-hmm. Another big difference...
Depends on the class, but, you know.
Mm-hmm. Another big difference, and this one, you know, I see as a bit of a mixed... the numbers get a bit crazier, but that's okay because Foundry's going to handle everything. You don't need to worry about the math. Okay? But yeah, the numbers get a little bit crazier, so that applies both for hit chance and damage. So don't be surprised if like someone is swinging at you for like, oh, I'm level 1, I'm gonna fight this guy. Oh, okay, I'm gonna punch you with a plus 14. That's normal. That's okay. Don't stress too much about it. And another big change is that you're gonna have access to hero points, which in this setting are renamed to ethos. You're probably thinking, ethos, wow, that sounds kind of similar to another thing that's in Project Moon. Yes, ethos is also the stand-in in this universe for ego. You all have access to this. It lets you quite literally break the rules of the game a little bit 3 times before you run out of charges for it. And you can do this rule breaking in one of several ways. You can go for the classic of just re-rolling something that you just did. Or you can, you know when you have that moment in any TTRPG where you turn to the DM and you say, hey DM, can I do something really stupid? And the DM has to turn at you.
Cut this summoned spell apart in my 3-action attack?
Yeah. Can I do something like really silly? Can I get really silly just for a little bit?
Yeah.
And in most TTRPGs, then the DM has to make the split-second decision of, do I let them be silly or do I tell them no? Well, in this system, what's going to usually happen is I'm going to say, yes, you can, but it will cost you a hero point. We're also going to be playing with an optional rule called Free Archetype. Free Archetype means that your character gets a second class, sort of, every 2 levels, which lets them even further customize what kind of character they're going to be. This customization can be done via archetype dedications, which they come in a big variety of things. For starters, hey, do you want your fighter to also be a magical girl? There's an archetype for that.
Yes.
Do you want your fighter to also be a wrestler that like grabs people and suplexes them? Yes, there's an archetype for that. Do you want your character to be a juggler and they get the special ability to just like juggle the weapons that they're wielding so that they can technically have 3 hands instead of 2? There's an archetype for that. Do you want your character to be a pirate? There's an archetype for that. You get the idea. Here now, a special thing for this campaign. You are gonna have a car. You're gonna have the party car.
Do we get to feed bodies to it?
Sorry?
Do we get to feed bodies to it?
No, the car does not hunger for the souls of the damned.
It does not
It's
hang
just a car.
Just a car.
It is a normal car. It has at least 400
Well, I wouldn't
horses
call it
under
normal.
the hood.
Dude, this is my Honda Civic. What are you guys talking about?
We
Feeding
got
bodies
the
to my
Honda
Honda
Civic in this
Civic.
campaign.
Honda
This is
Civic.
fucking awesome.
Oh,
I didn't know we
wait.
have a Honda Civic here. This changes the game.
You
shit.
might not want to check the trunk then.
That's where my
open
dog
trunk.
comes
right?
from.
Inside there is a
Oh.
horse. So, why did I mention the thing about the horse?
Nico,
what's
your
up?
connection's getting really fucky.
Oh wait, is it?
It's getting garbly.
So it's not
I
just me,
miss
oh, thank
Nico.
God.
I'm not losing anything on OBS, so I think it's
Oh,
Discord.
oh
There we
god.
go.
Holy robot.
No.
I miss Nico.
I miss him already.
I miss
It's
Nico.
like I can still hear his voice.
Nico comes
He
back.
got run over by the Honda Civic.
Oh no.
What does a Honda Civic even fucking look like? I've said Honda Civic so much in my life, but like it just
I'm
is.
getting a picture. I'm
like,
getting a
when you
2006
Google-
Honda Civic for you.
when
There you
you
go.
It's
Google
different
car,
from a Honda
when you
Accord.
Google car, in my mind, it just is a Honda Civic. That's what they look like now. Wow, they made them really smooth.
That's the 2006 one.
Yeah, that's a car to me.
It's
Am I
the
okay
most
now?
car-shaped car that ever
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
you're
Nico,
here.
you're good now.
Welcome back.
Okay.
I miss Nico.
It's like he's still here with us.
You can even hear his voice.
Arion is going to be your car. Straight off the stables. It even comes with a little AI built into it. Not the evil Gen AI type, just you have a helpful twink inside your car.
Helpful twink gets so
Wait, you're gonna have
My
two of them?
excited that I enjoy the campaign.
Oh, don't worry. There's probably gonna be... Listen, Opalu. Sadly, as someone who is very aware of like what your taste is like, because I follow you on Blue Sky and Twitter.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's based. I agree most of the time. You don't need to apologize for that. We're apologizing. No, it's fine.
Is
I'm
now aware
saying
that Apollo has
because
a-
or taste in characters are similar. You're probably gonna bump into
Oh,
a fair few characters over the course of the campaign, which
Oh,
are gonna be
no.
like, oh, I
My
like this character.
will be she will be very
Normal.
yeah,
Normal.
she will hug them with intensity.
Mm.
Mhm.
This is a family friendly chat.
So long as it
It's not
doesn't
an
involve having to
I mean, I talked
do a
about how I
fucking
draw
write-up.
porn
At that
before.
point,
It's fine. You can talk. You can
Gets
be kind
gets
of
so hard I pass out.
bad.
I'm so excited.
Then passes
Oh
back.
boy, you're gonna love this one.
Oh, Paul, it's
Then
gonna
passes
be
out
awesome.
again.
It's gonna be awesome when every time we see a character, you go, "Can I spend a hero point to have my eyes bulge out of my head and my tongue get really, really long?"
No. No. It would be where's the nearest hotel, actually?
I'd like a hero point for the nearest hotel to be within a block.
Can I use a hero point to impregnate this man?
Can I use a hero point to have this man impregnate me?
Mods, impreg react this man.
I'm gonna fuck the car.
She's
Okay,
fuck the
sure.
car.
Oh, okay.
Can't believe Apollo's gonna be a dragon.
So,
Can't.
the party car, Arayon, has a little AI boy built into it, which you'll be able to talk to. The car shall be treated as generally kind of a communal extra party member. You can customize and upgrade him as well as, put stuff that you don't want to carry around in him. And every now and then you'll get the chance to use him directly in combat. Either by just going, Arayon, run that guy over. Or by just driving Arayon over.
Arion,
said
hit
guy.
and run. Point.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna be real. I don't think we should be leaving Apollo alone with the car.
I won't be left alone. My character will be with the car.
Exactly.
She can't
Don't
be alone
worry
with the
about
Please
car.
do
car.
not
The
fuck
car is
her.
a
Do you know
She's
how much
different than
paperwork
me.
it takes?
And her character is still restrained by the mighty powers of the Twitch TOS. So,
Exactly.
But the moment it's not live.
Hey, don't check my Twitter for the next animation, guys. I'm telling you guys will not be
Bookmarks
pleased with
on
the
Twitter.
things I'm about to start voicing.
oh no. But, one last
Oh,
little
dear.
thing I'm going to be talking about. This is also another optional rule from for Pathfinder that I'm going to be ruling is stamina and resolve. What is that? You don't have only HP. You have half of your, what would be your HP is going to get split into actual HP, and the other half is going to be stamina. Stamina is like your HP for injuries that are not that serious, basically. You can restore stamina during short rests by spending resolve. And you can also use resolve to restore other things, like spell slots, or once per day abilities that you already used. Oh, I want to be able to use that again. Just burn a resolve. And you can have a use of that again, but you gotta keep in mind that you're burning a possible thing that you're gonna be using to heal yourself later. the only way that you restore resolve is either by sleeping or by eating food. So, I mentioned this
I
to
do
Sin.
not apologize by abusing my Twitch moderator privilege.
What did you do?
So,
Oh my god, did you
Hashtag putting
pin
my
what?
loot in the Twink's trunk.
hashtag putting my loot in the pink trunk. So,
Can we get a bunch of DD LOICs in chat?
I have a question. I'm gonna convert this into my brain with my experience with game, right? Is your resolve like your hit dice in other systems?
No.
Okay.
Your resolve is a number that is usually going to scale with whatever is like your main attribute. So, for example, if you are, I don't know, say a guardian, and your main attribute is Constitution, your resolve is going to be a number equal to whatever your Constitution modifier is. So, let's say you have like a 4. That means you have 4 resolve points. So every time you take a short rest, you can choose to burn a resolve point to either restore your stamina, restore spell slots, restore ability, etc., etc., etc. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it's just like hit dice but better. Right.
Yeah.
It's repair cap but better. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Neato.
so you can restore resolve by sleeping, which is the classic, or by eating. And as Sin can tell you from campaign 1, I do like incorporating a bunch of food and, you know, descriptions of food and stuff into my campaigns. So expect, you know, to be getting into the restaurants in the place covered in blood, which may or may not be yours, and being like, hey, can I have the lunch menu?
And I love staring at the extensive menu of food of special effects and saying, can I have the same thing I had for 15 days?
Hey, listen, that was because that's what you all found, the one thing that you really liked, and you were like, wait, this food gives me more move speed. Give me the move speed meal now. I want to be fast.
Just like Monster Hunter.
Mm-hmm. That and Hayden, who just like kept eating the spicy meal because it gave him like fire damage on his unarmed attacks. So that boy was just eating peppers like every day. I'm surprised. I should have done like a whole bit where he gets. Anyways, I'm not going to go into it.
Oh no. You could, a bit too late though.
A bit too late. And now to get into actual homebrew that I'm going to be running. So, even though we are doing Pathfinder and Starfinder, the weapons that we're going to have access to are going to be a bunch of homebrew weapons by me. Because they're going to be using these new traits from that those familiar with Project Moon will be familiar with. Called Poise, Rupture, Sinking, Tremor, Charge, etc., etc., etc. Right? So you see a lot of these weapons in there. We're also going to be having Power Armor and other types of high-tech equipment that will be showing up. Also, there will be new archetypes. Besides the ones that I already talked about, there's already like a lot. If you decide to play as one of the branches of Hera, and you have a very specific idea of what you like to do, or if I already talked to you about this thing before, we can make a custom archetype for you, specifically for the Hera branch that your character works for. Sin, for example, is going to be playing an investigator who has the Hesperid archetype, which gives her the psychokinetic stuff that I mentioned before. All right.
Pick up a brick from across the room and I throw it at the back of your head.
Exactly. Also,
Gripped you mentally.
Mm-hmm. Also, because you know, adapting things to setting, the skill Arcana is going to be turned into Logos. Logos is a general term to refer to tech magic. Nature is turned into general biology knowledge. Religion, because there's no gods in the setting, is instead turned into the more similar thing, which is psychology and pathos. Pathos is basically your connection to emotional magic, as well as how familiar you are with how certain corporations work, right? Because instead of gods, what you get is a bunch of corporations. So instead of worshipping Hades, what you have is, oh, I am familiar with how Hades runs their cities, for example, right? And occultism is going to be handling Phobos tech, which is the, as I mentioned before, the whole distortion stuff. Okay? Thumbs up?
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Another fun little tidbit. What's up?
So, okay. I'm gonna, again, I'm just gonna ask.
Yeah, you can ask. At any moment, you can stop me and ask me stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to like the times I played Pathfinder First Edition. We enter a room, and naturally, everyone asks, "Is there like a glyph of we're gonna fucking blow up in this room?" And you roll Arcana for that. Would it now be rolling logos for? Is there a landmine, claymore in this room, or something like that?
Could be a
Would that be-
landmine. It could
would
be
it be the
a
same-
tech-based magical thing.
Yeah, it would be the same the same reasoning to roll Arcana would just now be like, well, instead of looking at like this is magic, well, it's actually just a technology that does it, right? We just be still
If
rolling.
it's-
So,
Though practically speaking, if it's a physical object, it would probably just be perception.
yeah, so if it's a thing that you can actually see, right, then it'd probably be perception first, and then you spot something. And then I tell you what that something is. And then based on that description, then
You could
as players, you
extrapolate.
decide, like, okay, what would be the most fitting thing for me to use to try and identify what this thing is?
Okay. Just making
Esoterica.
sure. Yeah.
It's also worth
Car.
noting, I don't know about how Nico homebrews it, but in Pathfinder 2E, things like detect magic, they will tell you magic is present, they will not tell you where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure.
The sword
that, like,
glows when danger is near, but it always glows. The edges are sharp.
exactly.
And last but not least, this is not so much homebrew. I put it in here mostly because there's going to be a lot of it that you're going to have access to. You don't need to use any of it. The party last campaign practically almost never used these, but, you know, it's an option. Cybernetics and implants. Don't want to replace that lost arm with a new arm? Replace it with a cyber arm instead, or a tentacle. You want to have a tentacle for arm? You can.
Did you lose your stomach in a major
Did you
incident
say
with getting
cyber
shot
arm
by a
with
fucked up
tentacle?
gun?
Sorry,
Did
hold
you
on.
say having my type? Did you say long-haired man with a cyber arm? Not something I'm into, of course. Just like a general question, you know.
Oh,
Remember
fuck.
what I
Oh,
said?
quick question.
I have
How do you
seen
feel
your
about
big
writing
character
Metal Gear
that I
Solid?
came up with already
thinking about his
Several people are talking.
Did you get shot in the stomach by a fucked up bullet that, like, I don't know, it sends you through, what is it, the river that annihilates you? Replace your stomach with a plant.
Sexy long-haired man with a cyber arm.
Here's what I'm excited
Apollo,
for.
I
I'm
am
excited.
so sorry for what my character is going to do to you.
I'm so excited for us to be like, all right, we have some disposable income. We can do whatever now. We can like buy some gear. And Apollo goes, how do I install the tentacle into the car? How
Much
do
to think
I
about.
get hair extensions and tentacles? in
How
the
do
car?
I fuck the car?
No, it's not. How do I fuck the car? We're way past that.
No,
It's
yeah,
how do we
they're
enhance the
figuring
car?
that out on session 1.
How
In
do we
fact, they're
enhance
probably
AI
already planning it
boyfriend?
right
First-
now.
First ethical AI boyfriend! This is huge!
True.
This campaign's gonna be fun.
God.
Because of this thing about cybernetics and implants, here's another thing about the setting. Technically, no matter what lineage or race, within quotation marks, you decide to play, all characters in the setting are generally regarded as human. It's just that the different races are just really people using different kinds of augmentations or implants, right? So, if your character is, say, like a centaur, right? they're still just generally regarded as human. That just means that they installed a mutagen or augmentation in their body that allows them to have like a centaur lower body, for example. Okay? Kind of like the, what was it? The Hey Show Yi song from like Limbus Company, like that came out recently, where he turns into a horse. You know?
The Uma Musume, yeah.
Yeah. Yi song Uma Musume. If your character is a centaur, camera pans to Olivia. Listen, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Um,
It's all just examples.
mhm.
Mhm.
I was gonna say something else, but this talk about fucking the car stun locked me, and I kind of forgot what I was gonna say. So it's probably not that
I
important.
said one thing about wanting to fuck the twink. Now it's all about fucking the car.
There's a twink in the car.
Listen, it's
There are
okay. It's
many
okay.
things
It
in
will
the
be
car.
forgotten because there will be
Little
other
did they
twinks,
know
all
there
right?
would be 2 twinks in the car eventually.
There's gonna be more than 2
Huge!
things. There will be
A
several
second
twinks.
twink has hit the car.
You were in Greece. Everyone in here is either a twink or they're like buff as
The
fucking
car
hot.
has hit a second twink.
I'm getting a little freaky in here.
Anyways,
Yeah, I'm
gonna say
fucking the
something.
car.
I was gonna say something. I forgot. I'm sure it's not important, or I'll remember it later. Alright. So, some notes about difficulty and general balancing of things. Oh, right. Here's the thing I was gonna answer. It was actually a question chat. Hongbo asked if you're using the multiple arms rule from Starfinder 2. Yes, I think. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't
It's
read
the-
through the Starfinder 2 rules too much, but I believe so.
Rule for the Starfinder 2E multiple arms is you select one set of arms as your active set, in which you can actively use weapons and the like.
Oh,
So you can't go and hold. Well, you can hold like 4 daggers if you have 4 arms, but you can only use 2 of them actively as like actual effective weapons.
then my
I
actual
mean, from-
response is yes, with exceptions. There are special items that you will get that let you just have more arms that are active.
From my understanding of how Pathfinder 2 works anyway, you're still limited to the 3 action systems, so like having 15 arms with 15 guns isn't going to do much.
It gives you options, not action.
Okay. So some notes about what you can expect from encounters. Aggressiveness. Enemies, just like I explained, before, like, oh, most of the different races are just, people, but with different augmentations. Most of the enemies that you're going to be fighting with are going to be other people. There will be exceptions. You may also find robots, constructs, and other things. But generally speaking, you're going to be fighting a lot of people. Because of this, they are intelligent, sentient creatures. This means that they don't always want to kill you. Likewise, they don't always want to fight to the death. So, if you are fighting someone and the battle really looks like it's over, and you can just instead come up to the guy that you're beating the shit out of and go, surrender now and I don't kill you. And they'll probably say, yeah, okay. With exceptions, of course. Resources. You'll generally start with very little money, but you can get way more stuff by helping out the locals, and you also get paid more for each of like the mini cases that you solve, like the little chapters. Each chapter that you figure out, you'll get paid a little bit by Hera, or Artemis, or maybe someone else. Who knows? Regarding leveling, I like to treat leveling as not necessarily a static thing that shows like how strong your character is, but rather as a measure of how locked in your character is to the mission or to the campaign that they're on right now. What do I mean by that? Everyone in this party, well, most of the characters in this party, I assume everyone, is gonna come from a background where you're expecting them to be kind of very experienced in combat, right? They're not, oh, this is my first adventure, I can't wait to kill some rats. No, you probably have been doing the thing that you're doing for a good while. It's just that you're gonna be
Really?
out of your element because, hey, you are posing as an Artemis surveyor, which means you have none of your usual equipment. So, or maybe you were in a break for a long time, or maybe you
You were in a coma for 25 years.
Yeah, maybe you're a coma for 25 years. Or maybe your last job, you kind of messed up and they put you in desk work for like a whole year, so you're kind of out of it.
No field work. Sobbing.
So yeah. So all of that stuff can be justification as to why your character is going to be level 1 again. But they'll level up again pretty quickly. And that's why also you shouldn't be weirded out by like characters leveling back up again quickly as well, right? Because the campaign is going to happen over the course of 1 month, and then your characters are probably going to end up the campaign going back to level like 7 or 8, right? So, you know, some TTRPG campaigns, characters go from level 1 to 2 over the course of 3 years. This one, your characters are going to go from level 1 to 8 in like a month. So, it's just to show your characters know what they're doing. They're just out of their element and they're slowly locking back in. Okay? Another little thing that I like to do is I have social combat. When you are talking to someone and you want something out of them, they're usually going to want something out of you. And there's going to be a little mini game, which I'll explain more in detail when it comes up, where you then have to manipulate their emotional level to get them to do what you want them to do, or to at least get them to be more agreeable. This depends a lot on like observing someone and figuring out their personality, and then figuring out what kind of emotion you think you need to draw out of them so that they cooperate with you. So, for example, you take one good look at a guy and you clock, this guy is a coward. We just need to have him be really scared and he's gonna comply. But that might not work for other people.
Threaten to arrest this man.
Bosses. In true Project Moon fashion, you will have to read.
Do I have to?
You have to. I like making bosses that have gimmicks to them, which mean that you need to understand their gimmick and then play around it. And then once you understand their gimmick, you just beat the crap out of them and the fight's easy. But until you understand their gimmick, or if you struggle to play around their gimmick, then you will have problems. Sin can attest to that from her experiences in Campaign 1.
He played around the final boss's gimmick too soon, and then he almost killed someone in one hit.
I still find it so funny.
We still won.
I still find it so funny when I was originally playing Ruiner, people thought that I would like massively struggle with some of them, but like, dude, you just have to read.
Yeah.
It's not that
Okay,
hard.
a counterpoint, the win rate button is there for a reason.
No, that's called P plus enter. Get it right.
True. Also true. Yeah, Fog didn't play Limbus, so I think he's a bit lost. Fog is talking about Runa specifically, right?
I'm talking about specifically Ruiner, but
Yeah.
because I don't play Gacha.
In Limbus, it's very much the same thing. It's just that they
I know
also
it's
gave you the
similar
option of just
fundamentally,
going, I press the win rate button, the button that makes me win. And then you start winning until you don't, because you didn't read. Anyways.
P enter, why are we still talking about the cards?
It all goes back to the fucking car twink.
I'm gonna cry.
God, I'm gonna have to learn how to draw
the card
cars.
twink is the
aren't I?
real main character here, let's be real.
God.
Fight flow. Like I mentioned before,
Like, we're just going to be playing the side characters in a harem anime.
Like I mentioned before, in Pathfinder, fights are generally they're slinging like pretty big numbers around. Okay, what does this mean? This means that most fights will be fast and brutal. Most fights in Pathfinder only last 2 to 5 turns. Sorry, rounds. Only last 2 to 5 rounds. Whenever it goes longer than that, it's because it's probably a boss fight. Because I like having boss fights that have multiple phases. So characters can like, oh, you knocked me down to 0 HP. I now change into phase 2, and I now have new patterns and new funny little tricks that I'm gonna throw at you.
He's just one guy. How bad could he be? 4 fucking phases. Oh.
It was the final boss. It was not just a little guy.
He was, in fact, a very man.
It was a very man.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You've gotten me to 0 HP. Now the melee music starts playing.
You've gotten out of the instrumental, fucko.
And last but not least, we have the thing I mentioned about the hero points, or the ethos points. Rule of cool. If it makes sense, I'll allow it, but it'll cost an ethos point. So by using the ethos point, you can do things that technically the system didn't account for, or maybe do something that a feat that you don't have yet would allow you to do. But if you don't have that feat, you can still do it. It'll just cost you an ethos point. So maybe
I do want
ricochet a
to
bullet off
ask
of a
because
stop
you haven't mentioned it. I've played PF2E, but
Mhm.
hero points are gained throughout a session.
Yes.
It's not like they're like a limited resource that you're gonna run out of. Like you are able to get them back. Just for people who haven't played PF2E.
Hero points, I believe.
I have my own approach to how I do them, but
Yeah.
yes, you
that's kinda what I
do
wanted to
gain
ask.
them back for good RP as well, and for generally doing cool things in the story. Like, if you do something, if you and let's say you having a combat, right, and then the entire party comes together and does like a string of comboed actions that results in a very cool cinematic moment. I might go, that was awesome. Everybody gets a hero point.
The
So
way
if
it
we
worked in
aura
the
farm
last-
enough, you'll give us a hero point. Got
Yes.
it.
That's
Absolutely.
essentially how it
In
works.
the last campaign was
So literally,
got a
just be
full
cool
set
as
of-
fuck.
we got a full
Someone
set
start
of 3
getting
hero
swag at this
points
point.
every time we went down in the elevator that the campaign was based around. And then we had the potential to gain more depending on shit we did while on that delve.
Well, you guys also later on unlocked actual ego, actual ethos powers.
Yeah.
Which is not going to be a thing we're going to do in this campaign, I don't think. I look around nervously. Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe. But yeah. Ugh. So, now that's all talked about. Let's talk about some other important things. Let's talk numbers and scheduling. Here's my plans for the campaign as it comes to actual content in the campaign. There's going to be 4 cases, which are going to be 4 mini stories, leading up to the final case, which is going to be sort of the big end. Each case will have 1 dungeon within it, which I assume will take 2 sessions to go through per dungeon. And I'm assuming there's going to be 1 to 2 sessions of RP and intermission and downtime and people fucking around. Other than that, this means
We can
that the
remove
total
it
length of the
around 10
campaign.
seconds, I think.
Sorry.
Don't worry, I said nothing.
Okay. You can say it. What was it?
No, I said nothing. It's okay. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's all good. Don't worry
Scared.
Odd.
Sweats a little. This means that the campaign is probably going to be 15 to 25 sessions. Okay? Now, assuming we're doing 4 hours per session and 3 to 5 sessions per case, that we get this number. So, I put in here that would take a total of roughly 6 to 8 months. This is assuming that we're going to have some breaks in between. Because, I make almost practically everything in the game that you're going to see. So, there will be points where I'm going to turn to you and I'm going to be like, we can't go to the next dungeon. And you're going to be like, what, why? And I'm going to say, I didn't make it yet. So that will happen a few times. And then when that happens, we'll have some hiatuses, for a while. So this 6 to 8 months is of course assuming that we're going to have some breaks in between.
That's just how TTRPGs are.
Mhm.
That's how it goes.
I mean, I run them as my job, right? And so but there's times where it's all right, guys, congratulations. Today's session is 4 hours. If you go any further, I'm just gonna say we're not gonna finish it in time. So let's call it here, and we'll come back to it later. And that's
Mhm.
This
sessions
is
will be
a
streamed,
streamed
right.
tabletop campaign.
Yeah, it's all going to be here
we have to have production value.
in this channel.
In front of a live studio and live Twitch audience.
Yeah. Which is also why I want to make sure that everything looks good. So, Also, because that was a thing that I talked about last campaign as well. If any of you want to stream your own POV, feel free. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay? You feel free to stream your own point of views or like whatever. My only request, if you do so, is that because I host the servers locally on my computer, my only request...
Yeah, don't show the IP.
Don't leak my IP. I join my hands together in prayer. Please don't dox me. That's my only request.
Don't worry, all is good.
Oh, okay. Do not leak the Minecraft server code. Yes, exactly. But then comes the thing. Are we gonna do it once every 2 weeks, or are we gonna do it every week? Because next year, I know Faye has a sort of rotating work schedule, right? Which would mean she's not available every Wednesday. It's like one yes, one no.
Unfortunately, yes, that's correct.
So then we have two options. Either we play 1 week on Wednesday and the other week on another day, or we just do it bi-weekly. What would you all prefer?
I am fine with either.
Yeah, I have no preference
love
either
I
way.
have a feeling that all of us are going to say we're fine with either, and we're just not going to make a choice.
Don't worry,
If we're gonna say we're
I'm
fine
gonna-
with either, then I'm gonna say we're doing it bi-weekly because I would
Yeah,
actually
it
prefer
it gives you more
bi-weekly.
time to cook.
Yeah, gives
I
you more
will
time
give
to work and stuff.
opinions.
That
Higher
I
quality
didn't
over
want to impose
quantity.
and say that bi-weekly is better for me because of like the fact that the second week I only have 2 days off. So like it just gives me more time to decompress during the week that I can like be antisocial. So like I actually, if you're leaning towards wanting to do it bi-weekly, I'd actually prefer that. Yes.
So here's my take is I'm fine with either, right? I'll make either work. I actually prefer weekly because it means I don't have gaps, right? I'm very much so like I can lock in, right? Like it's my job. So it would be if we did it weekly, right? It would have to be Wednesday a different day, Wednesday a different day, Wednesday a different day. There's no way we can do like allocate Saturdays and then Saturdays are just like
Yeah, it would have to be a
No,
specific day.
I legit have no overlapping days off on either of like my bi-weekly
Gotcha.
schedule.
Okay, all right. So then, if that's the case, then I'm 100% good for bi-weekly. As long as it's not bi-weekly on a weekend, I can make it.
No, the day is probably going to be right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
So-
I can allocate that.
That's the follow-up question. Would everyone be okay with this time right now on Wednesday for the games?
Yeah, that's fine. This is when I usually have my Abomination Vaults on Saturdays. Like, this time's perfect for me.
Badass.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
It's like 8 p.m. for EST, so I'm good.
Okay, awesome. So I guess we already got that kind of decided. But it's not going to be happening until, mid-January, February at earliest, because we're going to have to make a lot of art. So I'm going to need prep time. So
I have to end a lot of games.
yeah.
So
I have to finish commissions. I have to draw so much, Anyways.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway. Oh, we kind of went into it automatically, so
cool.
badass. Okay.
My life is.
Here's some more character art examples from Campaign 1. Here's some characters that showed up in there in Campaign 1. So you can have an idea of like general visual direction that characters can have. Here we have Mr. Lycon, director of Arcadia.
I would recommend summoning him in attack mode to beat someone else up. It's very worth it.
Yeah. Aloe, Sim's character in last campaign, basically got as her ethos, her ego, the ability to like summon people who she or the party knew, and they kept summoning Lycon to basically be like the emergency
We
button.
summoned the Lycon once, and it was to fight some other guy who had the title of father.
Yeah. You had a dad-on-dad fight.
One of our party members' dad can beat up your collective gang's dad. And he could. He did. It was funny.
So occasionally, I do commission some other artist friends for more character art, like this Phobos, the Bathtub Mermaid, which I commissioned from Boxman.
A bathtub mermaid would give you a hug in the water. You would not appreciate that hug.
No.
You would not survive the hug.
She's cute, kind of worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
If you would drown, would you?
I'll hold my breath. I'd win.
But yeah, and generally for like visuals of like armor, right? You can expect that characters are gonna have this sort of Greek armor look, but modernized and like with Kevlar and other stuff instead of metal, for the most part, right? This is a Spartan, so take from that what you will. But you can also just, be a researcher and use normal casual clothes, or you're using clothes that are reinforced, or what have you. There's like a bajillion more art that I made for campaign 1. If I put all in here, I would be scrolling slides forever. These are just some examples to get those creative juices flowing. Thanks. Does anyone have any questions? Credits. This presentation template was created by Slides Go and includes icons by Flat Icon and infographics and images by Free Pick. Please keep the slide for attribution.
Yay.
Does it hurt your eyes if you look at a picture of the sun?
That's a great question.
That's
For
a
on-topic
Depends.
questions,
Is the picture on a computer screen or is it like a photograph?
It could be either.
Well, no, because it changes, right? If it is on the computer screen, then it is emitting light, so it could hurt your eyes. It's like getting flashbang when
How
someone
good
goes,
is
like,
how
Discord
good is
light
the
mode.
monitor?
Yeah,
Really
that's a
good
question of
monitor.
hardware.
a really good monitor, then yeah, definitely. Then it could, that can
Can
hurt
you
your
drink any
retinas.
water at any point during this presentation?
I've been drinking water, yeah.
I haven't. I'm gonna do that now.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
So I don't think I have a lot of questions. I was
Okay.
taking some notes on things that like I might touch on. So with the fact that we are undercover, right? We are feds that are undercover as another agency.
Mm-hmm.
So I know, like, right, I'm gonna shove Opalu into the bus, right? Opalu is leaning in that dev yacht direction, right? And with that dev yacht direction, the
She's
question
doxing my
becomes,
whole character.
yeah, sorry. Well, like, let's just take that as an example. That's a great example. Let's just take the dev yacht
You just doxed my whole character.
you just mentioned, that's what you've mentioned, right? And so
We don't know if you're gonna do that yet or not. You may change your mind. It's a mystery.
that's not confirmed.
Who knows?
That's
I mean,
not
I'll
confirmed.
dox my
mystery.
character
That's not
concept. I mean,
that's
I'll
not
dox my
confirmed. That's
character
not confirmed.
concept.
You need to. So, but like with that dimension, right? Would it be like, oh, I'm working for, like, I'm here as a contractor, like from Zeus Tech working with Artemis. For real, guys, trust me, when I'm actually working for Hera, but I'm using Zeus Tech gear because it's my character archetype or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. Is it okay to present that way, or are we all expected to present within the Artemis style, right? Or are we just contractors?
People working under Hera would need to present in a way that is not working as a Hera agent.
Yeah, of course.
Anyone else could cleanly just say they're working as a contractor from whatever group.
Yeah, I'm just
And the
making
fun
sure
thing
that,
about
like,
Artemis is that, as I said, most of the people who work for Artemis are already like rejects from other companies, or people who got fired from other companies. So you can present yourself as being like from another company or another location. Just say, "Oh yeah, that's where I used to work before I got fired."
That's fair. Okay, that was just for both aesthetical reasons and like role-playing reasons, figuring out that dimension.
Oh, so Fog, did you want to ask a question?
Yeah, there was something that I talked to you about briefly at one point, but it's just like since this session was mainly about discussing like the world, like character building, differences between other games and this one. I was wondering if it would be a good idea to come back together for like a session 0.5, so to speak, where it's just about like, you know, getting into Foundry and like navigating the character sheets.
So whenever I'm done actually like setting up all the server, and like getting all the character art done and stuff like that, I will probably do a summon people like into the server and like teach you how Foundry works if you're unfamiliar with it, right?
Yeah.
And
I know how Foundry works in particular, but just like with the way that you've got it set up, because like no two Foundry places are the same with all the modules and whatnot, right?
Yeah, so like, especially if people want to, I'll definitely set up the server early and be like, hey, do you want to sit down with me and I explain you how everything works? And we can do that.
And, like, I think
but
it'd
I
be a good
wouldn't be
idea to,
super
come
worried
together
about
as
it
a group
because
rather than one-on-one.
I do have a bunch of modules that make things very like streamlined on your side. So it shouldn't be too bad, right? Worst case scenario.
As someone who has Foundry and like the other campaign I'm running at the moment, it's legit. It's gonna look more like a video game than like you would expect.
Yeah,
I love Foundry.
Trust me,
Foundry's so good.
I've been using Foundry more than anything else.
Yeah. Question about the Foundry server. You keep calling it a server. Are you just hosting it on your computer and we can only access it when your computer has the Foundry game open?
Yes.
Or are you hosting an actual server? Okay, got it. So it's like how I host it. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Because the way you phrase server so many times, I was like, oh.
I mean, it is a server. It's just the server is my computer.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure that you like. I wasn't sure if you like had a NAS or something set up.
Now, I considered for a while to actually set up like a separate server, but it's too much work. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. Oh, that's also not worth it, in my opinion.
I mean, it can be worth it just so you don't have to give people your IP.
Well,
right?
Okay. Besides that reason, I mean, I don't know. Like, I get the appeal of like, oh, you can go into the game whenever you want to check stats and stuff. I'm like, that's not happening enough to like.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right. Does anybody want to talk about their? Sorry, did anyone have any more questions?
I was really about to do the same segue you just started.
Oh, okay, badass. So yeah, does anybody want to talk about their characters that they already have in mind, or if I didn't dox them enough about their characters yet?
So you doxed me about my character by both saying my class and the race I was thinking about and the weapons.
I mean, I didn't say it. I just talked about it and then
just
stared
said
at
that
you
those
across
were
the table.
perfect
He was
examples.
dangling me and Olivia's character ideas right in front of us continuously.
He fucking pointed out my character with the green marker.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, literally,
I
pointed
that's
at
fair.
them dead ass and said,
got-
"Oh yeah, by the way, this is Sin's character. Have fun with this information."
They're gonna look like different, and you know.
I gotta get people hyped. You know, it's
Oh my god, it's her, formerly level 20 government investigator.
You have marker colored hair.
Bina with amnesia.
Oh no!
I think the only one I
memory is
didn't get
fine.
vague posted about is because I haven't discussed like the nitty gritty of it with Sin yet. Not Sin.
the only thing I vague posted about yours. I'm gonna do it now. I'm outing you as well. You're gonna join all of them.
Are you the
Did
Kamen
you want to
Rider
use
one?
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
How do y'all feel about fucking Kamen Rider?
I
So
would
let's
like
do
to
it.
clarify that no amnesia is involved. Just 25 odd years of rust.
Understandable.
Let's talk about character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who would like to go first?
I have almost everything about my character decided until level 5 or until level 8.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Well, I take this shit seriously. So I am debating on. So I know my class. I'm playing Guardian. My job is to just tank all the shit. I noticed our team is playing a lot of melee, which is good. I like the fact that we're playing a decent amount of melee people. Unless we are diagnosed with a clinical lack of like rain. We need some form of pardon me for using 4E in Lancer terms. If we need an artillery, right, we need someone who sits back and does range damage and that kind of thing, so we don't get pinned down by one guy with a gun. I will be playing some form of a defender. Guardian is my defender of choice. The problem with Guardian is that it's really good because I keep reading the feats over and over again. And I go, oh, I want that. Oh, I want that.
That's a good problem to have.
Oh, I want that too. And I can't have all of it. So I'm either going to be a space denier, right? If someone tries to get close to us, I say, nuh-uh, stay back. I'm playing like Riot Cop type shit. Or I'm just going to go so heavily into tanking that it will hopefully become a challenge to kill me, and I will make it harder to kill you because they have to go through me to get to you, kind of vibe. Whatever it is, I'll be playing a hardcore defender. My archetype will decide if I go defender controller or defender support with commander. That's my thought.
I mentioned to you that if you're interested in it, we could have your character be from the Lions, as you mentioned about being a defender,
yeah,
all that stuff. If you do go with that idea, you have one of the Lions right here. That means that I could give you an exclusive archetype that's all about basically using powered armor and generating barriers with it.
I'm debating on it. It depends on how squishy the rest of the team is. If the rest of the team is super squishy, then like I'll be like, okay, maybe I need an archetype that doubles down on defense and being like, okay, shields on shields on shields on shields. I need enough temp hit points to vacuum up everything so people don't die. That's definitely within my realm of possibilities. It's in my chart that I have.
Just for the record, just to make that clear. You don't need to pick the archetype that I'm gonna make if you want to be part of the branch. You can be in the branch and just say, oh yeah, but I'm not like other Lions. Wow. Yeah, you can do your own thing.
I wear leggings.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not.
Anybody else want to talk about their ideas?
In terms of range, I believe I will end up having some or a variety of ranged options, and I'll probably tend towards that. Though, with how I am picturing my character, it's going to be a matter of, is there an opportune thing I could do by hitting someone with a stick that makes them explode with tremor? If so, yes, I'm going to hit them with a stick. If not, I'm going to give them a migraine.
Because you're playing the Hesperid archetype, which means that you're an investigator that has access to psychokinetic tech, which means that you can melt people's brains from a distance. Or
one such thing
if they don't have brains,
or throw bricks at people.
Yeah, throw bricks at people.
One such thing that might come up at some point is I don't know if it's going to be at the level that we're going to be ending the campaign at or not, but one of the things we talked about with the archetype was it uses the doomed condition in a funny way. In that
that's a great.
I could apply it to someone, and they would have, on top of having the fear of death being put into them because they're 1 foot in the grave, other little debuffs that might work off of other people's abilities.
Yep. So the way how that will still remain. The way how it works is basically you can apply doom to people, and that is sort of like your mark on the enemy targets. And so you apply doom to someone, and after you apply doom to them, all the stuff that you do using the Hesperid archetype does little extra things.
I put doom on you. I ask you a question. Your question is unsatisfactory. 2d6 damage.
That's actually a good question. Do you have a level out in mind, right? Like when I run Lancer, I don't go above LL7. Do you have like I assume we're not hitting 20. So like
no.
What are
so I
how high are we going?
Mention it here.
Did I miss it?
Yeah. So you're gonna level up after you do the prologue. You go through the prologue at the start. you're going to start level 1, then you're going to have a prologue, then you're going to level up, and then you're going to have 4 mini cases. After each of these cases, you will level up again.
Gotcha.
So the expectation is that you're going to end the campaign around level 7, 8 or so.
Gotcha.
I might throw like 1 or more level ups there in the middle, depending on how things go. All right?
At most, we're getting 10.
Yeah, that's a good number.
Like at the absolute most, we're getting 10.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a good limit. That's a good limit.
All right. Shuffling around my papers on.
Yeah, no, it's all
on
good.
set.
Billion RP sessions later.
Don't scare me like that. I already had a problem with deeper and deeper went way longer than it should have.
This
Not in the
fuck
sense that,
keeps
like-
on dangling plot threads in front of us, and we can't help but to grab them.
Yeah, so deeper and deeper had the problem of my players liked what I was writing too much, which meant
Oh
We would-
no, what a horrible problem to have.
it
You
is a
have my
horrible problem
deepest
to have because the
sympathies.
campaign was supposed to last 6 months. It lasted a year and a half.
Yeah, but was anyone complaining?
No. But also, good God.
Yeah, but also, good God, right? Because it's one of those things. I like doing a lot of mysteries and opportunities for character development, and I like letting characters just like totally derail things and go do their own thing, right?
Yep.
That can mean that sometimes you go off into the distance and then you come back several days later. So I'm gonna
Speaking
try and
of-
control that a little bit more this time around.
As an example, the playtest for this setting, it was meant to be a one-shot where the party breaks out of a prison. It turned into like a 5-session long thing of this fucko kept on dangling plot threads in front of us and we kept on grabbing them.
So
Yeah.
I will say, a typical role I play in RPG teams is plot pusher. Like when we played Traveler, I was the heavy weapon specialist. So whenever people were sitting there for like half an hour making a plan, I would say, "All right, ladies, wrap it up."
You could do
and if you
this,
don't,
or you could
I'm
just
kicking
hit
this
them
door down.
really hard.
I'm just gonna kick the door down in a second if you guys don't get a plan in the next 5 minutes. All right.
I
So
I
speaking
will
of,
probably take a role similar to that, just on
Okay.
just on the premise of my character being Esperite Investigator.
You're the
Probably on the books
Bigwig.
party handler, according to Hera.
yeah.
speaking of time limits, here's a fun little thing. You know this town that I mentioned called Sale that's having a lot of problems with distortions? If you guys are
We're gonna
unable
call
to
it Sally, I
solve
hope
the
you
problem
realize.
that's going on in there in a month, the entire town gets purged.
Cool.
Smile.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Everybody
you
in there
did mention a
dies.
month earlier. You didn't mention a month earlier.
Yeah. So now you know. You have a month to solve whatever's going on in here, or everybody in the city dies. Thumbs up.
If I'm
Whatever's
allowed to-
happening, it can't spread. Kill them.
If I'm allowed to ask, is that like a Disco Elysium time limit where, dude, you're not gonna hit that at all? Or is that like a tight limit that we should always be keeping in mind?
It's more of a Disco Elysium thing.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Because if the case was like I should keep the time limit in the back of my head at all times, like that would affect the way I. Just curious.
I know it's meant to be
Prior
very
campaign
comfortable.
had a similar thing where there's like we had a month-long timer essentially, in the form of we did things and now the feds care because we did things that are different. We got
Right,
a
it's
month
gotta be-
and we completed the campaign in like 17 or 18 in-game days.
It's gonna be really difficult to do this all in a month because at least one full week of this will be spent figuring out all the different ways that we can make cuisine, so that way we can maximize our Monster Hunter meal. And then the other things, and then another week is gonna be spent on figuring out all the different ways we can fuck the car.
And
have, like, a
speaking
weaker-
of,
For hiring a chef.
We only have like a week or half and a half left of the time, so it's gonna be
Bright,
quite
anyway,
tight. if we-
Bright reads your
if we run
car
that.
fanfic.
I did want to bring up my character a little bit. First of all, I just realized my microphone was backwards the entire call. Don't worry about that. I'm a professional.
That
Hey, it
explains
happens.
so
Wow, you
much.
sound a
sounded
little bit
quiet.
better.
You sound so clearer now. I was like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's it was called the unfortunate case of me accidentally having my microphone backwards.
Mm.
Which cuz I just unpacked my stuff for vacations, you know, it happens.
I'll say.
It's just for like less than a week. You know, it's just Thanksgiving things.
It's okay. It's okay.
So my character is going to be, I guess, the in-universe version of a Deviant fixer. So she's going to be pretty used to the whole rushing to get places. This woman is very nimble. She's always running around doing a mission or something else.
As someone who has recently, I know I've seen you play Hades. You will be happy to
Yes.
hear that the Deviant Association stand-in, like the corporation that stands in for them in this case, is Hermes. So,
And I love Hermes.
yeah.
That's
So-
awesome. Okay, it's peak.
You get
It's
you
peak.
get to
It's P.
you get to come up with a design that is a mixture of Deviant and Hermes' look, and you know whatever else you decide to cook with.
I was thinking of an inventor because I want her to have her courier trunk. I was
Mhm.
thinking that'd be really
Yeah, I remember you
cool.
talking about this.
She
yeah,
might have a bit of a symbolic relationship with it because after a certain while you kind of Stockholm syndrome yourself into enjoying your job. That's like, if I don't get to my place and fast enough, they're gonna explode me. But you know, it's fun. Hey, it happens.
Would
Is
you?
the trunk
Sorry.
gonna have an AI in it? Is the AI gonna be a twink?
I was thinking of something similar to how it was in the actual Deviant. It's just gonna be I
Yeah.
don't know, some
A friend.
person, just a friend, just an assistant, nothing high level, or maybe
voice.
high level.
Did
Something-
any
It
of
could be more.
So, Opalu, question. Were you thinking of going with a hoplite character that would like then, you know, it got hired third party to work as a contractor on this? Or did any of like these branches maybe interest you?
I liked the Hydras, but I feel like that's more W Corp type vibes. So I was thinking she's through and through a Deviant sort of character. Like
Mhm.
she's strict to that job. She's been working it for a bit, and like it's kind of her lifeline because of
Mhm.
her situation in life currently, where it's like, this is where I am, and if I'm not making money from this job, I'm going to die. So it's like, I either die doing this job and running late, or I die having no job. So probably a hotline, yeah.
Cool. We'll just have to come up with an explanation as to how you ended up getting hired by Hera for this job then.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
So on the subject of the Hydras and Twinks, so yeah, the fella that I was coming up with was probably going to be a thaumaturge, and what I was talking about with Nika was they're probably going to be like a cursed RR snack boy. So yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up that we have a Lamia VTuber in here, and
A
the one
Lamia
playing the
VTuber,
Lamia
and there
in
is
the
someone
game
else
is
playing the
Fox.
Lamia in
Yeah.
question. Yeah.
Messed up.
Oh,
Faye, you
it's
should
fine
sue
because
Fog for, like,
I'm playing
identity
Starlight
theft.
Sentinel, but like Nico said, he had some suggestions to make it like a bit less restrictive on like only using the transformation once a day.
I believe the limitation on Starlit Sentinel transformation is once per hour,
Mhm.
and it
But yeah,
lasts
the-
for like 10 minutes, I believe. So
It's basically a combat.
Oh, see that's perfect because like that's about how long the usual Common Rider action scene goes for.
Yeah.
But
So-
yeah, the kind of vibe that I was going for with the like what that I'm thinking of for the character that I'm gonna play is like, I was talking with Nico about what the Hydras basically are, and I get the W Cork thing, but from what it seemed like, it was more like sweepers in a way, like the kind of things where it's like, you know, there's bloodshed everywhere and you're not supposed to see it. These are the people that make sure you don't see the bloodshed. I'm not supposed to be out in the public.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Like,
also why you get to
like-
look like a weird snake boy.
Yes, and the whole vibe I'm going for the character is like, I saw a whole bunch of curse adjacent things, and I'm like, man, it would be kind of funny if the whole like shtick was, I have like fucking curse of knowledge, I can't share shit, but and I'm not supposed to be here, but I have to be, because if I'm not, bad things will happen.
You got two
Okay,
options.
so what you need to
Either
do
you
is
weren't
session
here or
one-
your memory's getting wiped, basically.
See, session 1, the first thing you do, roll for meta knowledge.
So, here's another fun thing. If you play as one of the branches, there is a possibility that I will slip you some lore that will be exclusive to your character until it becomes relevant to the rest of the party.
So funny you should
That's
say
crazy.
Hongbo.
That is
Funny
the
you
exact
should
archetype,
say
I
Hongbo.
believe.
I'm so sorry. Yes, I do plan on going Curse Mails.
But
Yeah, the character's main shtick is going to be about it's going to be like fear, curse, that sort of shtick.
Mhm.
Fear and curse, but also if fear and curse, but I'm also scared.
Another thing that, before anyone else continues, just as a little thing that I just remembered to talk about, another fun aspect of going with like the sort of connection to like Hera and whatnot, because they're the feds. A lot of the people that you may find in Sali are people that are there because you busted them, right?
Mhm.
So, if you want to have, any
Pull up my
ideas
case
for like,
document on the blacksmith.
yeah,
I love going on vacation to the
When
city
did
that
this
fucking
person-
hates me.
yeah, exactly.
We're feds.
I
Everyone
love
hates
taking
us.
holidays to LA.
It's like, Fog. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to use Australia as an example, right? But
Go for it.
imagine.
I'm going to judge your city choice.
No. Wait, I'm not gonna use any specific city. But imagine, okay, that you go back in time, back to like, only like 5 or 10 years after all the people got sent to Australia originally, and then like an Englishman decides to go there on vacation, That's the vibe. Of course, some of them may not know you or even recognize you, but some of them, if you are down for that dynamic, will. And that can result in all kinds of problems. Or maybe not.
I feel like anyone who would
Sorry.
recognize my fucko would need to squint past an almost entirely new look, and also remember them from 25 plus years ago.
Meanwhile,
Oh my God.
it's
Man,
not
people
really
are already
hard.
calling me stinky in chat. Shut the fuck up.
You
I
have
think
that
I'm gonna
cursed
have a
stink
very-
around you,
It's gonna be really, really easy for people to remember my character because they probably didn't see my face because I'm covered head to toe in armor.
Especially if you
I-
go Centaur.
So yeah,
What do you remember
Pathfinder
about the person
is-
who put you in prison? Horse?
He had 4 legs. When building most characters for tactical RPGs, right, like Pathfinder, like Lancer, I pick a build before I pick the characters, and the character is tied to the build that way. I build bottom up, not top down. So I have like 3 vibes to kind of go with. All of them really fall into the fact that Guardian is the muscle. I think out of like I'm the front line. The most obvious one is yes, I'm gonna go Centaur. Yes, 70%. My current estimation is 70% of the game I will have 4 legs rather than 2. But it's probably gonna be like some kind of belt or sash or Greco-Roman thing that like when it's on I have normal human legs, and then when it's off it's go time and I'm gonna trample you to death with my hooves, kind of thing.
But what if we said
So-
no cowards?
Okay, but here's my fear with that, okay?
I
go back to the car.
It's a logistical thing on why I
Oh
need
God,
to be able
not
to
the
have 2
car.
legs.
I go back
The
to
car is
the
the
car.
reason I need to have 2 legs. is because I need to be able to get in the car. And if you're like, well, can't you just run alongside it? That's really tiring. I'm not going to do that.
You say
Yeah,
to the
but-
wall.
So there's two options in here, right? Or well, technically three. Okay, maybe four. So there's four options. The option one is you get an item that lets you, have two legs for a bit so it can fit. Second option.
Everyone.
Uh-oh, Discord is doing a thing. Hold on. Oh god, Discord, why? Why must you forsake me, Discord?
Good.
What are you two fucking talking about?
A little long. Yeah,
Discord is having a fucky wookie.
Awful.
Hello.
It's
1 second. Hold on. Let me try something. Hello.
Crab. Hen.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Crab. Hen. Frighten.
Oh, Paulo, do you just have like audio clips of your own voice?
Hen. Scare. Frighten.
Oh no, yeah, that is still very bad.
Soundboard is fine, but not real voice. That's so weird.
Sounds better.
Okay, yeah, I think it's done.
Yeah. Welcome. You are all in Brazil. Welcome.
Great.
Reality exploded
Nice to
just
be
as you
here.
were talking about the car and fitting both a snake
So-
and a horse in the
so,
car, and
yeah,
the car
so-
will probably be tailored to fit a horse and a snake.
Oh my god.
Awful.
So, can everybody hear me now? Everybody here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's four options in here.
Fit the
Okay?
centaur and the
Either
snake in the car got a
You
curl up in
get
the foot.
a belt that lets you change your lower body just for the sake of fitting in the car. The problem isn't even the horse lower body. The problem is that centaurs are large. Right? And that means
Just
that-
make the car bigger.
so
I like
so-
pickup truck.
Wait,
So
give
the
us
second
a
option.
fucking Hummer.
what if the centaur was one of those little like tiny ponies though?
No. Okay, so that's actually an option I can pick, and it actively makes my class worse because it means I control less space. And I'm not fucking
Let's tie
pussying
her to
out.
the hood. Let's tie her to the hood.
So
Chat, let's tie her to the hood.
the second option is the car has like
a horse on the hood.
like a horse carriage attached to it.
So
Stick
I'm
the
gonna
lower
s-
half of the centaur in a bag of holding.
I'm just saying that it is easier if I have the sash that makes it so I have two human legs, because
Yeah.
then it removes a lot of logistical problems.
Well, yeah,
Right?
there's
Like,
easier, but what about funnier?
well, that's fair. It's funnier, but I don't want to add 20 minutes to every session on the logistics of how I get my fat ass around.
Yeah,
Right.
that's my main concern, and why I also suggested the sash idea. That's probably what we're gonna go with.
The big difference between a Lamia and me is that a Lamia is size medium. I'm size large, and that changes the game, right?
Snake is long, but they are flexible. They can just
Yeah, you
Give
can
the
get
they can just have a
coiled
pile
up.
of tail on the
Everyone's
football.
just gonna clown car right into the back seat.
Also, your funny debate is a little bit invalidated because there's going to be moments where it's like, we have to intimidate this guy. And it's like, okay. And then suddenly I'm 4 feet taller and like I now am a fucking giant like death stallion, right? Like that's
But what about horse trailer?
horse trailer's funny, but
Okay,
there are
wait,
other
wait.
areas besides the car where this is a problem, right?
What if we just get like the metal the outside of the car, the metal shell, and we have you carry that around Fred Flintstone style.
See, that's really funny, but the car is not the only problematic area in which that being a large character.
If there's like a door for a medium-sized creature, wouldn't you aren't there rules for squeezing through spaces?
Yeah, but I don't want to get Austin Powers, right? Thing. I don't want the Austin Powers problem of I've turned sideways now. It's like, oh well, fuck me, I'm parallel parked, right? So I don't want to deal with that problem.
Yeah, that fucking. I love that one so much. The 2 billion point turn.
Yeah, that's my. I to avoid. It's easier to avoid all of that with like the special sash or that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So in having the special sash, the easiest one, right? The easiest backstory is I'm from Apollo. I'm from some Apollo technologies. Like they're like, all right, here's the mutagen that turns you into a horse. And I'm like, sure, dude, hook me up. And so like I probably served some form of horse-based activity, right? Either pulling shit, carrying shit, couriering shit, riot copping shit, some kind of thing. That's the most boring one, in my opinion, of the 3 options in my head right now. The other one is I work with the Lions, right? Oh, dude, the big bulky army person's from the big bulky army division. Who would have fucking guessed?
Heavy cavalry in 1.
Exactly, right. Here's the heavy cavalry. I have a lance. I count as mounted, so I'll probably be wielding a lance as my weapon. And the other one's gonna be a big ass shield. The last one is where I ruin your day. Nico?
What's up?
Are you there, buddy?
So you're saying we have a cataphract?
I got bad news.
What is the bad news?
I don't like how Greek armor looks.
We can finally be bees.
That's okay.
I'm cursed.
We can customize. What about the looks in here that I showed off like for the other like characters?
Oh, the looks in here, all of your stuff looks really, really, really great.
Yeah.
Here's my curse. I really like Germanic armor design. I'm much more of like 100 years in the future past these schmucks. I'm definitely gonna go the heavy armored look. But my question to you is, and I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna ask for filigree, right, on everything because that's fucking insane. But I'm much more of a big bulky knight. Hoplites show too much skin, in my opinion, right? I'm thinking early medieval period type stuff. My thought here, I haven't
like
played
a Byzantine cataphract.
That also works. Byzantines also kick ass.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Like just because a lot of the stuff that work here is Greek, it's not a restriction. It's just a general theme. Like one of the characters in campaign 1 was all about the free shoots.
They were based on the free shooter, which is a
I know that's
German
that's more like musketeer vibes, and that's totally swag. So my last idea was that I am someone's personal knight of some like high-reaching noble or something in Athens, and it's like, all right,
okay,
you need to give up somebody. You need listen, we can't kill you because it would be politically detrimental and unstable to do so. But you owe us. Give us some schmuck. Give us a schmuck, and we're gonna take that schmuck, and that schmuck's gonna be one of ours for a bit, and then you'll get your schmuck back at the end of it. Right.
You did a major oopsie. You gotta do some.
You gotta give up a schmuck.
We can't kill you because it's bad. Because that would cause more problems than not killing you. But you gotta do something.
The idea of being like the reason we can bring in more medieval knightly stuff, right, is like, oh, I'm tailor-made to a person who looks to the future kind of vibe, and as such, I am more knightly European kind of vibes of like, you got knighted, I'm this person's bodyguard, and now like, well, we're gonna drop you in the middle of this. you're going to be solving this problem here because you're collateral now. And I'm like, great. I'm like a fucking watch.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
That's the most story intensive one, right? So like it's probably either that or I'm from the Lion Division. If other people frown from being from Hera directly, I'll probably be like the second person from Hera, because I know that we're gonna have definitely the investigator. I don't want to say Heck and Tonkaries, it's the other one that starts with like Hecka.
We would have a Hesperide and a Hydra so far in the
Yeah,
party.
so if you don't end up going with Hydra, and that way you're not alone in being from Hera. I don't know if you're locked in on Hydra or not.
I am locked in on Hydra.
Okay, so if you're locked in on Hydra, then I can probably lean to being from a more flexible backstory than direct from Hera, and we can do stuff with that. So that could be fake. That could. That's
So-
my backstory ideas.
I think the only person that talked too much about their character yet was Faye. Faye?
Oh, yes, that's me.
Do you have anything that you'd like to talk about, or have you decided yet, or thought about it? You mentioned that you wanted to go for the Starlit Sentinel, or like the Magical Archetype, but you're going to flavor it more Kamen Rider, right?
Yes, correct. Very, very in your face, punch and kick, and very flashy and very aura forming.
So, if you're gonna go for that, and like punchy and kicking, you could go just Monk as like your main class, you know?
Well, yeah, that's what I was kind of wanting to do. Was since we've got the free spec, was just kind of go both like Monk with a Starlight Sentinel flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's totally fine. Do you know kind of like the approach to how Monk works in Pathfinder 2E?
I have no clue. The only thing I've used in Pathfinder 2E is Necromancer.
No problem.
Stance gaming.
Yeah, so here's what the monk does. The monk looks at the game, he looks at Pathfinder, and he says, I do what the fuck I want. I as long as you have a stance for it. Right? The party needs a DPS. Okay, the monk is now in the DPS stance, so now he can punch people really hard, really fast. Oh, the party needs a tank right now, actually. Oh, no problem, I changed to my tank stance. Oh, okay. Well, we kind of need a caster. Oh, no problem, I changed to my caster stance. You have a caster stance? Why are you talking to me like that? I'm changing into my shuts you up stance. What do we... You know? Is that kind of the...
Nico, how familiar are you with Kamen Rider?
Not much. I have only seen the gifts that people use.
Nido, I'm sorry, not Nido. Nico, you were quite literally describing how Kamen Rider like suit forms work.
Oh.
So yeah, this is actually perfect.
Oh, okay. And that's it. Anybody else wanna...
But yeah, as for like playstyle, I'm very flexible. Like I prefer to just like work within the moment rather than decide very early on what roles I want to play.
Honestly, that
like, I'm very much
you're...
a team player that like I want to hear people's opinions and then we go with that.
Honestly, that just makes monks even more fitting because, as I said, monk can do whatever the fuck they want.
Well, they have a stance for it. Just bring your stance.
As long as they have a stance for it, they can do whatever they want. I want to be a JoJo character now. Do you have a stance for that? Yes. Oh, well, I guess you're a JoJo character now. Yeah, true. Especially Starlit Sentinel, because then you can also heal and do lots of other things. Jesus
Heal,
Christ.
you could punch someone from like, what is it, 60 feet away?
Yeah, you're gonna be the jack of all trades. Hey, do you have any interest in any of the branches that I mentioned? Or do you think you're gonna go for the unrelated contractor hoplite option? You don't need to decide.
Honestly, now. I feel like probably the hoplite might fit best.
Problemo. So that puts us with like two hoplites and a half, sort of, because Olivia is doing a kind of mixed thing. someone be aboard just so it can bring back the hot season 1 hunks to our area. No. Let them be what
They
want
would
to
not be They would not be showing up because
Yeah,
they
the-
would be too overt.
Yeah. We hired this transforming freak. Yeah. Oh.
The resume looked good. I don't know what to tell you.
Mhm.
By the way, Fuji, max is out around the hypothetical maximum if we get extra levels up is like 10, but it's most likely like 7 or 8. So Fuji is my Lancer GM who talks to me about Pathfinder all the time. So I have like 5 Pathfinder guys that like have been like, oh, dude, you're playing Guardian? Sick. You could do this with Guardian. I'm like, oh, sick. And so
Well-
that's why I have like 900.
I see. Oh, hey. You got plenty of options. And plenty of like
Yeah, Guardian's too good. I don't like how I have so many options because everything is good on Guardian.
It's one of the new classes along with Commander. They're just so fun.
Oh, yeah, and I want to do my archetype as Commander. So
So I'm sitting here thinking about it more. I think Hoplite actually would be the best option because, like, what I would ideally like to do is someone that, like, they're fighting for justice in their own way, and while they
Oh
would
my
rather
God.
not be directly employed by, like, one of these big companies,
Uh-huh.
they will take a temporary gig and then, like, try to, like, kind of mix in their own morals without having to actually be completely beholden to them.
okay, so you're up your own ass rather than the company's.
Yes, exactly.
Alright, well.
We're
I
gonna
promise
have-
you, this is not me trying to play Don Quixote. It's just that I actually really like
No,
that
no.
character archetype.
No,
Listen.
it's fine. I'm gonna
It's
piss
fine.
on my character's gonna piss on your parade.
Yeah, it's fine and based, and you just made me imagine the image of like Kamen Rider, but they open up the mask and it's Don Quixote underneath, and I'm like, okay, no, yeah, that's
God.
God.
like, yeah, no,
That's probably a
that's
Don
based.
Quixote inspired one.
All right. Well, everyone, I think that's it. We did a good like 2 hours and a half of discussion. I think we got some general good ideas of what everyone is playing. Is there
So,
any
real
final?
quick. For my own notes,
Mhm.
it's gonna be a monk, a thaumaturge, an inventor, a guardian, and
An
investigator.
Mhm.
Yep, that's the last one. Okay, cool. Swag.
The one thing
I
that you
think that
guys
means I'm the
technically
bulkiest
don't
besides
have is like dedicated healing, but you don't really need it because we're playing with stamina and resolve anyway. So
Yeah, healing.
I can
is-
technically
yeah.
be any caster as long as I have money.
yeah, that's also a thing.
I'm also
Money
going
is
commander.
the greatest
so
magic of
I-
all in a corporate dystopia.
Yeah, I'm going commander for archetype, most likely. So I will provide support, movement support, action support, that kind of thing, rather than doing healing support. But like, as someone who's like the Lancer veteran, healing is important. Right? Healing isn't important when you can just outmaneuver your opponent. So says my best friend, Sun Tzu.
Exactly. If you can outmaneuver your opponent and give
I don't know what you mean,
shit-zillion
Humble.
debuffs
I'm
on
sure
them and
they'll be fine.
complete the circle,
I wouldn't.
then we can do it. Then we can
As
just...
someone who was like actually available to watch a few of the streams, I would not rely on that being viable at all times.
I would say
No.
with stamina mode for the first campaign, we also did stamina, and for the most part, it wasn't really a death sentence. The only times where it was kind of sketchy, it was in some of the really long fights, like the 4-stage final boss or one of the other like end of chapter bosses.
Yeah, which
And
is
the
when it
worst
gets
that
scary.
got was a few people being one hit from getting downed, or I had my own character at 3 fucking HP because I did something incredibly reckless, but it paid off.
As long as I have scrolls of healing, we will be fine.
Oh yeah, we can just buy scrolls.
Nice
Yeah,
scroll.
we can just buy 400 scrolls.
And I can
potions.
use any of them.
Or You just find the magical healing bullets that have like healing potions inside of them, and then you shoot your friends with healing.
I'll have you know, those are
Persona!
fully alchemical. There is no magic in those bullets. They're entirely mundane.
By the way, quick
So
question.
what I'm hearing is we need to give Sin a gun again.
I actually, by the way, thought it'd be
Some
really funny. The other thing I was thinking about was going soldier rather than guardian, and like also, but still being centaur. And the idea of like, well, shit's getting real, and I fucking pull out my shotgun and slam it on my shield and like go for full like hardcore enforcer vibes.
Mm-hmm. Soldier is very fun. Even the
Chef was another archetype I was thinking.
Chef. Okay.
Chef is a fun archetype. I think it just gets really like, it's a late game archetype when you get all the crazy like meals you can prepare. Is the only thing about it, right?
If you do go chef, I will likely, give you a bunch of extra recipes and other things that you can do, just because of like how I do my cooking thing. So.
Yeah. I mean, I love cooking things. Like, right, the next game I want to run is Wilder Feast, which is all about like the entire game is about cooking. But yeah, so I don't think I have anything else to talk about.
Yeah, no, I'm just checking to see if anyone else has anything left to say. I think we figured kind of everything out. The only thing left is over the next like week or like 2 weeks or so, please hit me up in DMs and throw me like ideas, like visuals of what you like your character to look like. And then as soon as I can, I'll be throwing you some sketches and being like, hey, this is what I'm cooking right now. Do you want to change this? Do you want me to edit this? Do you want some different colors? Do you want some different looks to your armor or whatnot? Also keep in mind, your first looks are probably not going to be very heavily armored or equipped, because as I mentioned, you will be starting this campaign with basically just a simple weapon, and I do mean just a simple weapon. You don't even get armor at the start. So, this means, unless it's something that is connected directly to your class, such as, for example, Inventor, right? So because of that, the first look that you will have will be sort of more like the casual look of your character, all right? So we don't need to worry too much about like armor and stuff like that and whatnot. However, you will have 2 or more levels of art for your character. So as the campaign progresses, you may get updated art for your character, where you then wear some like fancier armor, or like you have like some of a signature weapon that you've been using for a long time is now like visible in your art, right? That sort of stuff.
Hey,
That's finally
Nico, I got a
gun
question.
that breaks my wrist.
Anyway, Nico sends you this.
Nico, I got it. That actually works for me. How familiar are with a new series that's currently airing called Tojiro Wants to Be a Common Writer?
I am not familiar at all with it. Why?
Oh, I'm sorry. Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, I'm seeing the pictures that Olivia sent as well now. Okay. Oh yeah, and then we have Fog. Fog, the one who had pictures of his characters getting, before even everyone else had their characters made.
Hey,
So
they
this
did
is-
that of their own accord. I didn't even ask for that. That just kind of happened.
God.
I
So
swear.
this is like
too.
not indicative of like anything that I want my character to be, but I think it's a very funny coincidence that you're like, oh yeah, we're coming in and like people are gonna basically be in casual wear and a weapon, because I just sent you an image. This is what the most recent Kamen Rider anime looks like.
Oh, I see. Why is he so sweaty?
Oh, he's crying because he's like spent his entire life wanting to be a Kamen Rider. So like he's just so happy that he's like in tears every time he gets to fight.
See. So.
I'm gonna be a freight train on legs.
Okay. right. So, here's my thing for you, actually, Faye. What I'm probably gonna do for you specifically is, you're probably gonna have a masked and an unmasked alt for your character.
Yeah, I figured. Like, that's what makes most sense to me.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna set up a macro so that it, like, swaps the art when you transform.
Yeah,
So that'll be fun.
fucking Foundry already has that because we've got a Starlight Sentinel that is, they're not Common Rider. They wanted to go more with, like, Shaman King inspirations. But my current DM's already, like, made that work in Foundry, so it's very doable.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Excited. Is everybody excited as well?
Very.
I'm
pretty
very
excited.
I'm well,
I'm
I'm sorry,
I've
I'm
been
getting
looking forward to
tongue-tied.
this for months, dude.
When were we planning on doing this? Like, I know it's next year, but, like, do we have a rough date yet or not?
So,
it depends on how much my commissions kick my ass. So the current expectation is late January, start of February.
Okay.
I'm also the big stopgap, right? So right now I'm in enough tabletop games that I feel like burnout is gonna kill me in a minute. Like I'm edging my burnout right now. So because of that, like I need a game to end before I start this one. And I already have tomatoes being thrown at me because my friends who I'm playing PF2E with, we took a giant hiatus, are like, hey, why aren't you playing with us? And I go, I told this guy 2 years ago I'd play with him. Fucking give me a minute. So I'm getting assailed. My server, people were posting gifs of throwing tomatoes at me when I said that. So, regardless, I need a game to end. Fuji, I need a game to end. Right now, my Fridays are taken up, and that's gonna end. That's definitely gonna be over very soon. Fuji's game is like kind of getting closer to being over. I have a Triangle Agency game that's hit the halfway mark, and I'm begging on my hands and knees that please.
It is okay.
We should progress.
As soon as everyone is able and available, then we'll do it. You know?
I'm estimating late January is my most likely. I'll be 100%
same as me.
for a session.
So, all good. So yeah, so the prediction is currently late January, early February.
Okay, I hate to dip out early. I actually do have to get ready for work.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Goodbye, Trevor.
I've been... Okay. Thanks for being around. Good luck with work.
Yeah, thank you. If there's anything else that's, like, critical that I need to know, just feel free to DM me.
Yeah, absolutely. And same to all of you as well. If you all have, like, any questions that come to mind later down the line, or if you want to throw some ideas out with me, or if you just want to, you know, send me a DM and threaten to beat me up or something, that's fine as well. I accept that. It's okay. It wouldn't be the first
DM
time.
I sent you is squinting at you.
Yeah.
Alright, it was very nice meeting all of you. I'm very excited to work with you on this campaign in the future.
Thanks for coming.
Y'all have a good night.
I think this is about a good time as well for
See
us to generally call it, honestly. Unless anyone else has something they want to talk or ask or, I don't know, attack me about.
Nah, I think I'll message you about my character and stuff, though.
Badass.
I'm pretty good. I mean, I'd also love to talk, like, just in general, like, between now and when the campaign starts. I'd love to, like,
100%.
talk to you guys just individually to see if we can, like, merge the backstories together or something.
Yeah, if you want to do,
That'd be
if you all want to
fun.
do merge backstories, that could always be fun. So, you know, but that's up to you. So. Well, I'm gonna say goodbye to the chat, and then I'll be back in Discord in a short little while. All right.
No worries.
Got it.
Goodbye forever.
Anything involved? Goodbye forever.
Wait, what are you gonna say? Sid, what are you gonna say?
But I think anything like in terms of shared backstory with investigator is either going to be in the brief bit of time in between waking up and getting assigned to this, or you somehow knew this person from any point before going into a coma.
Yeah, quite possible.
And like the most realistic one for knowing this person in between waking up and getting assigned to this is probably the Hydra.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, chat room. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you all had a fun time hanging out with us as we did our little session 0. I hope you're all excited. I know I am. Let me see if there's anyone else streaming that I can throw you all at for a raid. But I really appreciate you being here. So if you want to watch the campaign once it comes out, do consider giving me a follow. I would really appreciate it. Okay. And yeah. Also join our Discord server down below. I promise I will only ping you in that server when the campaign here is happening. It's also the server where I announce what I'm doing like my other streams. But I promise that I will only ping you during the campaigns when those happen, alright? Oh, yes, also, these all go on YouTube. So if you missed anything, you can go watch us on YouTube as well. The link is also down below. Thumbs up. Alright. You can't follow me any closer, Urfane, I'm filing a restraining order against you. Anyways, thank you very much for being here. I'm gonna throw you all over at... I have to be a streamer and, like, throw you all at someone to socialize. I'm gonna throw you all at, Bobber. He's playing Kirby Air Riders, which is really fun. So I'm throwing all at him. Say hi. Thank you so much for being here. And, yeah. Bye-bye. Take care.